said that the stream had ended.
Yeah, I got an error message on mine.
Okay, and we're back. We're live,
Trying to get there.
I think. We seem to be.
Wait, here we go. It just popped.
I'm live on my end.
Okay.
Yeah. There's an echo.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
See?
Well, we figured it out.
I'm only a partial noob. So, welcome back to Solar Coalition, Episode 3 with GM Greg, our GM of the space campaign of his own homebrew. Last week, I unknowingly took over the first half of the session with a whole bunch of logistics on starting a media empire and Fight Club.
A Mech Fight Club.
Yes. With sponsors.
3 of them and counting, if I'm not
4. It
mistaken.
was 4 by the end
4!
of the day.
I know, right?
Yep.
There was an extra one just right on the end.
However, I would say that my character, while your character created the next first media empire in about 380 years approximately. Reinvented TV. My character had a lovely date, and he was pretty content with that, honestly. I had a great night.
5-star restaurant.
Princess
and
accommodations
hotel.
for my day. Oh, nicest time she ever had.
You guys got
Beautiful.
the penthouse on the hotel across the street.
It was a dream date that I probably will never pull off in real world, so it was nice to be able to pull it off in a game. Spending thousands of dollars, I'll never fucking
And you didn't spend a cent.
No, it was beautiful. And I had a really great time with Dara. The session did end off, though,
You got to
with...
pull an AOC.
I don't really get that, but okay.
The Senator...
Oh, the one that
Ortiz.
used all, like, the credits and shit, as opposed to actually paying money like a regular person?
The one that, like, went to the gala event with the, Tax the Rich dress on.
Oh, yeah.
The one that uses the taxpayers' money for all kinds of shit except for what she's supposed to.
Oh, right. Rides around in a custom, driver company as opposed to using the ride share that she promotes.
Yeah.
That shit. Okay.
So one of the NPCs got kidnapped.
Yeah, so to get to where we were going, so went after my lovely night in the hotel at approximately, 7, 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
8-ish a.m., I got a call from the captain telling me that my second in command of security of the Anchor, Boris, had not returned. I knew that most of the occupants of the Anchor and associated tag-alongs were all at the hotel. We had full accommodations because the hotel is now sponsored on the What the Fuck channel. So, do you want to start right there?
Yeah, so the end of last session, if I'm remembering correctly, everyone kind of turned in for the night at the hotel. Their own rooms and stuff,
No, I went back to my...
Oh,
Yeah, you went back to your ship.
Right, okay. I think it was Dimitri and Lugna went to stay at the hotel or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
They
but
stayed at the hotel, he stayed at the hotel.
You went back to the ship.
Yeah.
And, right, because I told you about how the ship was about halfway done with its upgrades and stuff.
Yep, because I was doing paperwork and...
Yeah.
And I
dotting
ordered
the I's, crossing
Jenkins
the T's.
and Reynolds back to the ship, I think,
Yeah,
after the
I
party.
think it was Jenkins.
It was Jenkins dragging Reynolds. It was pretty...
Yeah, plaster.
Yeah,
But yeah, so...
So they should be at the ship, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the call that you received from the captain at the very end of last session, all you heard was that Boris went out last night. He had a brief conversation with Andy beforehand, and he hasn't shown back up and isn't responding to any sort of communicators or anything.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
Oh. We good to go?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep in unless somebody wakes me.
Well, it depends on if I need you to wake
Did
up.
a lot of business yesterday.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'll let you
Exactly.
sleep in. I'll get dressed.
My drones will be out before I am.
I'll bag all of the nice clothes and go back to my regular Coalition jumpsuit and gear. If I know Dara, did she bring her gear with her? So like when we're leaving in full gear? It could have been brought there. She can probably have it delivered. There's a few options.
I mean, she's got like her regular clothes with her, but her gun's back at the ship.
Okay. That's close enough.
However, you also know who's back at the ship. Could always try to bring it with them.
Yeah,
Or
true.
just call me, I'll send a drone.
That was my other option, but I'll let you sleep because I know you probably had a long
I
night.
just like the mental image of Reynolds and Jenkins carrying this like 6-foot-long cannon.
Upgrade. We'll get there. So yeah, I actually will call out, reach out first.
Coffin chest.
I actually have coffins. Miniatures of coffins.
Do you have
that could
coffin
store
miniatures?
guns if I got desperate, dude. That's not even a joke. Future reference.
It's what it's referred to. The chest that's big enough to be like a coffin. It's called the coffin chest.
And I actually have minis of coffins.
Yeah.
You also
And
have
it's
little
very
minis
open.
of guns that you could probably actually put in there.
Yeah,
That's how they usually transport weaponry.
that's true too.
So who are you calling?
Yep, I'll call Jenkins. First person.
He picks up. Hello, sir.
Jenkins, so I just got a call from the captain. It looks like Boris never returned to the ship.
Oh yeah, Andy said he went out right after I finished dragging. Is he sergeant or captain or what? Did we figure out what the hell Reynolds' classification
He's actually a
was?
private first class.
When I finished dragging Private Reynolds back to the ship, Andy said he had already went out. So
Okay, so
I didn't see
what
anything
time
on
was
my way
that, Jenkins? Ballpark.
it was like probably 2 in the morning when we got back there. It was a long walk, and he's a very tall person, so it took me a while.
Okay, how's Dara doing? She getting ready next
She's
week?
up and suiting up and stuff.
I tell Jenkins
You do
to
hear her like swear very loudly when she realizes she forgot her gun at the ship. Fuck, my cannon.
bitches love cannons. Yeah, I'll tell Jenkins to make sure Reynolds is up, bring him to Gilda for a wake up special, breakfast, OJ, coffee, whatever the hell he needs. Get him sobered. Get him sobering up. I understand it's probably not going to be a 10-minute thing because it's only been 6 hours since he passed out or was dragged back home. But get him in the
Yeah,
process.
I kind of dropped him a few times on the way back, so the road was pretty bumpy. So
I don't argue with that. I just tell him to start waking Reynolds up. And once you're done with that, check in with Andy to find out any other information. Get Dara's gun and bring it to me at.
oh god, I'm gonna need help to bring that thing.
I tell her to bring one of the mechanics if you need help.
Will do, sir.
And I tell him that we're going to be visiting Bob's for the use of his drones shortly. So meet us there
All right.
on the double. And
It's agreeable. You see him. He starts to like bark a few orders, and he hangs up.
yep, sounds good. Sorry about the person dying in the background.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, okay. So I'll start making my way back up to the hangar with
All
Dara.
right. Are you gonna check in on the other people who are staying at the hotel? or-
Yep. Before I leave, I'll check in with Lugnut. Do I know his room?
Um.
Or I can go to the hotel and tell them who I am, and I assume.
Yeah, you can just tell them who they are, and they point you to Lugnut and Dimitri's room.
I check on them.
Or
Is
rooms.
Penthouse across the hall.
right? Yeah, I'm sure.
After you went down to the front
Red
desk.
Rocket. If I have to walk over unconscious women, I'm proud of Dimitri.
Yeah, so he's like in the floor underneath you because you got the penthouse as a favor from Bob, but they had to like check in at a room.
I'm sure they showed up drunk. Well, Dimitri showed up drunk and
Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
2 rooms on the up.
You got the penthouse. They got the presidential.
Yeah,
the nice
Lugnut's got
rooms.
1 room on one side of the hallway, and
I'll go to
Dimitri's got
Lugnut
another.
first, assuming he's somehow sober. Because I think I saw him turning away
yeah.
drinks. So I go to check on
You go
Lugnut.
knock on the door. You hear, hold on a minute. The door
Patiently wait.
opens, and you can see very clearly in the background that what once was a very nice hotel room has been rearranged into a makeshift mechanic's office, and there's like an arm splayed out on a coffee table that he's clearly been up all night working on. It's like this long.
Hey, Lugnut.
Oh, hello, Red. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Just to let you know, 2 questions, if you don't mind.
Yes.
One, should I dispense something to the hotel, or are you going to fix this when you're done?
Oh no, I can put it all back. Nothing is damaged, simply moved.
Good to know. Glad to hear it. Next question. Boris did not return to the ship and does not have accommodations in the city. Do you have any information of his location?
I haven't spoken with the man. He's kind of avoided me and my friend.
So that, as far as you know, Boris didn't seem to have any interaction with Dimitri.
I haven't seen him. I mean, I've been in here all night working on things, so he very well could have.
What time did you guys return to the hotel rooms approximately?
Probably about an hour after you.
So,
So it's like probably,
about 1.
About, that'd be about 2.
yeah.
Because Jenkins and them left when you did.
Yep,
Okay, so yeah.
It took
So,
Yeah,
them
so-
about an hour to get him back.
around 2-ish.
okay, so 2-ish. I asked him, so he was with Dimitri the whole night. So at that point there was
Yes,
no...
we came up here. He went to his room. I went to mine.
Okay, and I have a feel... So I just want to make sure
I
that it
requested
didn't
my
seem
own
like...
so I could gestures to all the stuff he's been working on.
Completely understand, no problem. And that sounds fine. So,
And if you're really questioning it, there's a drone that's been staying with him the whole
well,
night.
why are there just 2 drones
Remember?
outside these rooms just hanging out? So yeah, I'll tell him that they're all set to rest up. You can take your time.
Well, I'll begin gathering my things up if you'd like to get on the move. I could possibly help.
If you feel up for it, that's fine. I'm going to check in with Bob to see if his drones can find any the last time they might have sighted Boris.
I know they're not on the best terms, but Dimitri might be good if you need any muscle. I know that one of your men was severely inebriated last night.
He's hopefully recovering. We're working on that. Appreciate the offer. I'll let you know. I suggest maybe packing up, though, that in case there's a problem, we might need to leave quickly.
I'll return my stuff to Bob's ship and then see if I can't meet up with you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Close the door and you immediately start hearing like metal sounds as he's packing things up.
I like Lugner. He's cool. But I'm just gonna. I don't need to talk to Dimitri. I'll let him sleep because I assume he's fucked
There,
up.
make a perception roll.
That's a 9 plus 3, so 12.
You see one hairy leg sticking out of a pile of female bodies.
On what'd you get?
12.
12. On a 12, you see his door's cracked open.
I'll open it up so I can see, make sure that he's alive because convenience.
Make another perception check.
Okay, that is a 19.
There's a very dead man right in front of the door. Fine suit, splayed out. Looks like he was hit over the head with something glass. Lots of shards in the head.
I'm going to ask Dara to keep an eye out past the door. She saw the body, I assume. Like
Yeah.
I opened up and it's right there. It's like, oh shit. I tell her to cover the hallway. Reflexively, I search the man. Do I have to make a sleight of hand check?
Sure.
I'm going to take a prolonged sleight of hand check. So can I get an advantage on that? Thank you. Okay, that's slightly better. That's... Oh shit, that's a 15. I actually have a +5 to my
So
sleight of hand.
you root through the guy's pockets. It's a very like finely made suit. It's got
Yeah.
a few pockets in it, but then you like reach into the coat. There's a lot of hidden stuff in there. You pull out like a switchblade and like a bunch of different loose types of credits and change. I can give you specific numbers later if you want.
Yeah, ballpark.
As probably like 40 credits, and then some other currencies that you don't entirely know what they are.
Rando currency, gotcha.
You find a few weapons. You do find like a concealed pistol, like a very small, like sort of concealed pistol in one of the jacket things. You find a weird-looking baggie that's like sealed.
I'll take it all.
Yeah, you can take everything off of him, but if you like roll him over, you can see the guy very clearly had something like smashed into his head, and like this side of his head is like covered with glass and blood and stuff.
So yeah, it was
And as you look up from the body, you can see that this hotel room is thoroughly trashed. There's like a couch overturned. There's some slashes along a bed.
I'm gonna go out to the door and tell Dara to go get Lugnut and
She
bring him
runs
in here.
over and knocks on the door, and he opens the door with the... He's actually got like some sub-arms on his back that's holding the giant arm that he had been building. Kind of like the General Grievous-ish bartender. He's like, hello, is everything alright?
I kind of motion him into the doorway and I'll open the door to the body.
Walks over. Oh dear, that was a very dead man.
And I asked Dara to check the rest of the room. Is there no Dimitri? Is Dimitri
You
in
could also
there?
make an investigation
Yeah.
roll if you wanted to.
So we'll check for Dimitri. No, I do not.
On an 18,
Okay, good, because I rolled a 1.
Dara kind of looks around. There's like an overturned couch, like I said, the slash bed. There's a window that's broken. You do see like a lot of probably foot traffic coming through here. And then as she grabs the bathroom door handle and creaks it open, a very injured Dimitri sort of slumps forward.
I'll run over.
He's alive. Also in like his boxers.
I'm gonna use a hypomed shot and stick him with it.
You can stick him right in the arm with it.
Yeah, I'm just sticking him in the
I
arm.
forget how much those heal for.
3d8.
Oh, geez, those are high quality.
No, 2d8. My bad, not 3.
Oh, okay.
That's 11 HP.
Okay, you
just shoots-
You stick it in his shoulder. You can immediately see, like, when you take the needle out, that the wound is closing a bit.
Is he conscious or no?
Once you stick him with the thing, he sort of comes to. He's like, and he like you see him like his eyes go wide, like, oh shit, a person, and then he realizes it's you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it is just you, comrade.
What the fuck happened, Dimitri?
Beep.
That guy out there.
Oh, good. He's still there. So he tries to like get to his feet. He like sort of staggers to his feet. You can see in his hand is a very pristine, like alcohol bottle, probably just some sort of vodka that is broken. You see, last night, I come to Rome with many friends to continue party. They leave. About an hour later, Oh.
I'm gonna do a quick medical check. Can I see
I-
if he was drugged? Yeah, unless it's obvious I wouldn't. That's
He's a little
7.
hazy, but that could just be from
From the alcohol?
him getting blitzed last night. But he does like pause for a second when he mentions that everyone left. It's like I had a visitor, and then multiple unfriendly people broke in.
Did you know what they were looking for? Or why they wanted to come in here?
Oh right. Make another perception roll.
That's an 18.
You see in the how many drones did you have on Dimitri?
1.
You see in the corner one of Bob's drones. It's got like a dent in the side, but the camera's still running. It's kind of flickering every now and then, but
I open up the comm now because I can't really get to because I need that access. So, beep beep, beep beep.
Hello, you have reached the communicator of Bob of What the Fuck. Please leave a message. He is currently passed out.
After for a message I will leave. Hey Bob, just to let you know, Dimitri was attacked last
Oh,
night.
it's you. As
Oh.
the ship comes over.
oh yeah, no, the ship guy is like, oh hello, Ran. Yeah, boss is
He's sleeping.
he's indisposed at the moment.
I think
You can hear him clearly snoring in the background.
snoring in the background. Okay, that's
It's
fine.
like almost comical.
Do you get the feed for the drones that you have set on Dimitri? Dimitri was attacked last night.
Oh shit. We
Can-
need
the-
it for money. Fuck. You hear
Like AI knows what's
you hear
up.
like some beeps and stuff. It's like I'm accessing the drones. Oh yeah, it says one of them's experiencing technical difficulties. Man, that's vague. But yeah, camera feed's still going.
Can you review the
You
camera?
then see like a little thingy come out on the drone and kind of wave at you.
I wave.
Like,
That's
I can-
not creepy at all.
I can send messages out to them.
Can you send the video link for physical activity about, I gauge it around 2 a.m.?
Sure thing. Hold on. You see the drone's eye is like spinning a lot, sorta, like a sort of internal camera bit, and then you receive a message through your communicator of a video of sort of like a sped up version of a span of a few hours during the night.
I'll tell Lugnut to make
Lugnut
sure that
actually steps
Dimitri...
into the room over the body.
Yep. I tell Lugnut if he can take care of Dimitri. I'll tell Dala to go downstairs and bring me the manager. I'm going to plant those white bag on that guy as a drug dealer. So when they were,
Cool.
so we'll deal with
But
we'll
you-
deal with the manager when he gets
You
there.
do get the video for the security.
but I'll
thing.
open it up. Yep.
So you can see that Dimitri's telling the truth about his story. He came in with like probably about
Shit, better keep a recording of that, because that's going to make good.
came in with about 4-ish people who you kind of recognize from the bar.
Couple
Just
of-
like a few groupies and whatnot. They drank for a bit. They talked. You see, very clearly looked like he was telling some grand story. They left. He kind of just sort of sat about drinking by himself for a bit. And then
Can I
Boris
rewind?
walks in. Kind
Fuck.
of knock on the door.
No, I say that audibly in game. Fuck.
You see Dimitri's kind of snapped at the door and opens it. Boris is there.
Did you hear what commander? What? I don't know, I'm sleeping.
It's okay. I'll wake you if I need to.
They talk for probably about 15 minutes. It seems like Dimitri's initially very kind of upset, but eventually he calms down, and the two of them go back and forth and talk. He offers Boris a drink, but Boris turns it down, and then there's another knock on the door. As at that point, about 3 men in suits much like the dead guy at the door burst in. And a full-on fight breaks out as one of them sort of closes the door behind them, try to mask any noise. They fight for a bit. Dimitri uses that bottle of very expensive vodka to bring the dude upside the head.
And that was the dude who died at the door.
The dude who's got glass in his skull. until one of them drew a gun, got a few grazing hits on Dimitri, and then the other two pretty much bagged Boris and took off with him. Oh, not before one of them took a baton to the drone to try to take it out.
And that's why the dent.
That's what
Military grade defenses.
it's dented, but it's still working. It might struggle a bit to float, but
Hey, hi, Skull. I believe
Hello.
that's Joe. Hi, Joe. I think.
I think that's Tom. Because isn't Joe's account called
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
Joe?
Yeah, Joe's like, fuck Joe,
Hi,
yeah.
Tom.
No, okay, yeah, Skull. No, that's wrong. Sorry.
So I'll send that video because it was sent
That's
to me as a
Tom,
video
okay.
message. I'll record it to the captain,
Yep.
so he knows that what's up with our investigation. Then is the manager for the hotel arrived yet?
Dara is quite literally dragging.
Oh,
him.
I
Like, one-handed.
perfect.
There's this very short, kind of scrawny dude. You saw him doing some like business with Bob last night.
Yep. Oh, I remember.
Like, unhand me, you military mook. And then she sort of swings him into the room, and he's like, "Oh dear."
I walk over. I walk over
Sit.
and show him the video so he can. And I look at him. You allow armed men to enter your facilities and engage your guests.
Kind of looks,
Shows the video, the dead body. This was found on the person. I'm a sergeant major of the Solar Coalition military. Oh, just
make an intimidation roll.
advantage because I had Dara.
Oh yeah.
And plus with the sponsorship.
Revoke your sponsorship.
Sam, there's a dead man on the floor. This guy has basically his arms pinned behind his back like this, and a 9-foot-tall cyborg standing right next to you.
I am probably the most. I rolled like a 17.
He also rolled a 9 on his.
Oh yeah.
Probably
So-
crying, I wish Bob was here.
Oh no, I can do this. This is all me.
I meant for the guy.
Oh yeah. At this point, I just look at the manager. Sir, if you don't want any complications from your failure to secure your hotel rooms and guests, then I suggest you dispose of this body, and we'll just call it no harm, no foul. As I'm glaring at him, or unless you want me to conduct a major investigation with the military police.
Kind of like looks at the body, looks at Dimitri, looks at you, looks back at the video. He's clearly like stuttering over himself a whole bunch.
Hi, homunculi. Homunculus.
Oh hey, homunculus.
So I'm
He's-
like, will this
he's
be taken
scared-
care of?
He's scared shitless.
So I tell him this will be taken care of, right?
Yes, we can dispose of the individual.
Excellent.
I'm not sure how those men entered the premises. I left last night after the party wrapped up across the street.
So who was here last night, and how did they get in?
Well, if this one would stop, threatening to break my neck for 2 seconds, I could go over the employee list.
I gently tap Dara.
She let's go. And he full on steps forward like, Jesus.
He was being elevated by his wrist. Oh, I smile. I like Dara. So I tell him.
Takes out a data pad. He starts scrolling through things. Like, let's see. Seems the security cameras went down at a period last night, and that's strange. It says that Stevens was here last night, but I fired him about a month ago. Shouldn't be in the system.
Do you have a listed location for Stevens?
Yes, hold on. You do work for the coalition, correct?
I pull out my military badge.
Okay, cool.
My
So
sergeant major
this is
stripes
information I can
right
share
on
then.
this. I can't call a military investigation if I
Yeah,
want it. I can ruin this dude's life.
He kind of linked the communicators. He sends the information. You have the dude's address.
I thank him and I tell him that I will not affect your previous, what's the word for it?
Partnership?
Sponsorship with this dalliance and security. But let's just say that take care of everything and we'll consider the matter closed.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Thank you.
So staggers.
I motion
He staggers out of
the
the
crew to
round.
get ready going.
You can see his pants are a little darker.
That's right, bitch. And I give Dara.
It-
And we make our way
Yeah.
out.
So you guys can head out. Dimitri's pretty much being soldier
Yeah.
carried by Lugnut very easily. Like his feet are barely scraping on the floor.
Yep.
They're headed back to
The
Bob's. The hang.
Bob's,
Bob's ship
shipped
in the hangar. And you have the address of this Stevens guy.
So, how long has it been since I reached out to the droid for the video? Like 15 minutes?
20-ish.
20-ish minutes? Okay. So,
Has the ship been playing this like live in the cabin the whole time? Kept the channel open, or
Oh yeah, the ship's been coming through the footage.
okay, then that probably will have woken up to all the background noise.
There's a lot of lights and background noises and the sounds of these two very large Russian men engaging these three attackers.
Oh fuck!
Lots
Make
of-
sure you make
Lots
sure
of lots of swearing and thud thud thud, crash bang.
you definitely keep a record of that, man.
playing next
What
week,
the hell?
Hotel Brawl.
Okay, ship. What did I miss?
So it seems that our little red moneymaker got into a spat of trouble last night.
I can see that. What a mess.
Those military dudes are on their way to look into it a bit, and I think
Crap. We're gonna have to work, aren't we?
the big cyborg dude is bringing Dimitri back here, so they're safe and
Alright.
stuff.
So these are the guys that broke in and beat the crap, took Dimitri and took Igor and beat the crap out of Dimitri.
Yeah, they also fucked up one of the drones.
Oh, well now they're gonna fucking pay. Those are expensive. Do we get any notification yet about tonight's fight?
Nothing so far.
Ah, fuck. So we don't have venue or anything yet, right?
No, I haven't heard back from the people. I think they may be a little salty that they got beaten so easily last night.
Oh, then it shouldn't be such pussies. Send like 3 of the small drones out, just patrolling the station. See if you can get a feed on any of the people that show up in that video.
Alright. See what I can do in regards to facial recognition or...
Yeah, send one over by the hotel, you know, find out when they're coming back and follow them.
Alright, well, I could call them for you if you wanted to speak to them or... Sorry.
I'm sure they're going to be coming here to pick me up at some point anyway. I might as well just start the stuff they're going to ask me for anyway.
Alright, so you see at this
Pretty
point,
accurate.
now that you've been awake for a little bit and you're seeing the interior of the ship, it's a good bit bigger than it was before, and you can see
Nice.
actually on the inside there are little spots for the drones to fit into the wall on
Perfect.
the inside where they can like hook up and
Your
recharge
drone
and stuff.
locker.
So you said about 3 or 2?
Yeah, I'll send
so
3 of the small ones out.
So 3 of the 3 remaining small ones sort of pop out of the wall, and the door opens, and they all fly out and kind of separate into different directions. And
I have 10 light drones.
oh, you have 10. I
Even I thought you had 6. of the
forgot
small
about that.
ones.
Okay,
I
holy
have 4
shit.
large ones.
Okay, yeah. So 3 of the 10 little drones
Yeah.
come out of the wall.
So
You
now
can
there
see
are
the
5
other-
out.
So now there are 5 out.
'Cause
Yeah.
There's the one that's always following me.
There's the one that's always following you.
Okay,
There's the
and
one
then
that was
there's one-
following Dimitri.
Yep.
You can recall that one if you want, by the way.
Well, that's probably, he could see
For-
it's follow. Right now, it's the group of us going.
or were
now.
you sending it after them?
It's staying with them.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah. So the injured one is trailing a little bit further behind you guys than normal.
We won't go fast.
It
Then
was
Dimitri's
hitting the
being
side
carried.
with something blunt, so it's
So probably its left strut is kind of.
it's
fucked.
kind of like wavering along.
Yeah. And knowing the ship being the ship way that she is, it's probably going to complain about it. Ow.
As I'm going, I hear the AI voice. Why is it not going left?
It's like, man, but how the hell did they invert the controls by hitting it that hard? So as like you guys turn left and it turns right, and then sort of does like a serpentine thing, and then eventually manages to turn to match you guys
Wait,
again.
the drone's recalibrating.
Could say that, but it's really just like, ah, fuck, no, right, no, the
We
other,
actually hear it bitching.
the other left, it like bumps into someone who like drops their.
It's a drunk Tron.
There's like someone walking down the street with bags of groceries, that bumps out and they drop all their stuff. Like, ah, fucking drone. Very angry old man shouting at it as it just sort of like goes up a little higher and then trails behind you guys.
Did you say he dropped something, right?
Dropped his groceries.
I'm gonna go walk over and hand him the 40 credits I just picked up from the bag lab.
shit.
Just apologies.
Oh, thank you. Is that thing with you, or
It was damaged. Sorry about the confusion.
clearly it's a dumbass? And the drone kind of
As I walk, I just walk up and pat the drone to follow the crew. No, you will not develop the personality of attacking these people. We're not building Skynet, damn it.
Come on, it wouldn't be that hard. He's old and fragile.
It's not something to harvest, to scalp.
This thing's maneuverability is shot, but the thrust is all still there. It'd just be like a missile or like a big bullet.
It'll be an accident.
Why does it have a midnight channel on the What the Fuck network? These
Eventually-
drones murdering people.
The AI follows behind you still, but
Okay,
it's
good.
very miffed.
That's fine. I'll take it slow
And
until we arrive.
you're making your ways towards the
Bob's.
address you've been given.
Well,
Or
no,
to
at the moment,
Bob's?
I'm wanting to follow Dimitri, and
Okay, yeah.
well, that's my priority right now. Let's get the wounded guy back to the ship.
Yeah. As you probably get about halfway there, you do see the 3 drones sort of fly out in like a V formation, and then vroom, veer out in different directions across the city.
That's cool.
It does look kind of cool. And as you guys roll up on the ship, you can see that a lot of the like dock crew are gone.
Yeah.
The ship is significantly like chunkier than before. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot sleeker. It's completely covered in that stuff. There are still arms like fiddling with like little mechanical
At the
arms
front?
fiddling with things, but the bay is no longer cracked open and being expanded now.
Okay, so it's got its full bay under. Okay, cool. Nice. So I'll walk up to the door with Dimitri and
Knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
Deep, dark purple.
Yeah.
It's
so
this-
dark it's almost black.
It's this deep metallic purple. You see like lights from the thing shining off of it, and kind of
you
casts
can almost see
purple
a
light.
reflection in it.
As light like shines on it, it's casting off like purple reflections in different directions.
Is Jenkins there with the gun? I told him to meet us there, and
He's getting help, so get him.
Jenkins didn't have anywhere near as far to go.
yeah, he was like walking down the hangar.
Okay, yeah.
For
You
2
see,
minutes.
like a little bit, like as you guys are approaching, down the probably about 100 feet down the bay is Jenkins and 2 of the engineer guys, and then Reynolds about 10 feet behind them with a mug of coffee, and Jenkins is out front, like with the front of the cannon, and one of the guys has it basically by its handle, and the other guy is supporting the side. It occurs to you that this is probably something that should be on a tripod, being manned by somebody on the side of a ship,
I love
and
my
not
bitch.
just something that's being wielded casually.
Like I said,
But they-
I love my bitch.
You guys gotta slow your pace, and they catch up. They put it down with a thud.
And Dara just picks it up like nothing.
Dara just kind of swings it over her shoulder like a guitar, basically.
That's right.
The other 2 engineers sort of run back, and Reynolds eventually catches up. Hey, boss.
I tell him, hey, Reynolds, how you doing over there, Private?
Apparently not quite as bad as our friend over there.
Yeah, I tell Reynolds, are you fit to fight if you have to?
Yes, sir.
Good
I
enough.
forget that he's holding coffee.
Yes, sir.
I open the door, because I know they're outside, because I know the
You,
drones.
you
Yeah.
can hear them talking.
Yeah.
The thing's showing.
And I
the
see
feed.
Dimitri fucked up, and I'm like,
He's got like a scar across his side and a lot of bruises and a black eye.
I duck my head back in the ship. Ship? I probably should have asked this before. Do we have a med bay?
There's a med table in the cargo bay. It's got some basic stuff.
Should upgrade that too.
I think Lugna may have been using it to put the robot on.
Yeah, I think we need something a little bit better.
Could look into some more stuff before we get going.
Yeah, if you don't mind doing a search for what kind of med table or regenerative chambers or whatever are around.
I'll look into it. See what I can do before we take off.
I'd make a roll with those back to tanks just because I've been really into Boba Fett.
Well, that didn't work.
I'd almost give that because it landed back in the dice box.
We'll get to that later. But you see the computers things light up, and you can see on one of the screens it's combing through like medical stuff, and like here's a medical tank, here's hypo injections, here's this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, like an automated one that'll do it all, that we can plug into you because you are the shit. You are the bomb.
Aw.
Okay? You are the man, the girl. Okay? We gotta make sure that you are all the equipment that matches. How's that new processor working for you? You must feel like you're a genius.
A lot quicker than before. It's like
It's like you went from being one of those little drones to a big ship.
things are going a lot quicker. A lot of those rusty old programs for the people who owned this thing previously are just gone now. So
Alright.
we're working like 40% quicker. It's like going from one of those little drones to a full-fledged starfighter.
Excellent. We have a broken drone.
Oh right.
So when you fix that
It
one,
kind of staggers in at this
when
point.
you fix that one, can you upgrade it? It's one of the little ones. So if you just give it like a, I don't know, like a taser, so you can taser
give it a little
people
stun
with
gun.
it. Maybe one of your little arms in case we need to do something.
You see it kind of flies over to the little slot and plugs in, and immediately
Yeah,
little arms
we'll
start
make
picking parts of it apart.
that
and
one my
putting
new
things
pet.
on.
Once it's all upgraded.
But it does that. Lugna
And-
does drag Dimitri in at this point.
Yeah. And yeah, assign a new drone to Dimitri.
One of the unused ones pops out. It's like as the injured one kind of limps its way in, it's like. Huh.
Yeah. And I'll come outside. All right. So. Sorry, I'm still waking up, man. I sent some drones out to see if we could ID any of the people from the video. You got some kind of address?
Yeah, it looks like someone who was a former employee was working last night during the overnight, probably let the guys in, and this is the address they had for him. A guy named,
You were given a last name.
the last name of Henry?
Stevens.
Stevens.
Alright, Ship, send a drone out to the address. Get a good look at what's going on.
How many of the big ones do you have?
4?
You sent out 3. So the final big one.
No, I'm sending out small ones.
Small
okay,
ones,
the
those
little
are
ones.
small ones.
So another little one heads
Yeah.
out as well.
I haven't sent out any of the big ones.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I'm only sending out the little ones right now because they're just doing reconnaissance and basic stuff. The big ones I'm sending out when we're doing advertising.
Cool, okay. So there's 5 little ones currently out. There's
Yes.
the one that you're sending out now, the 3 that are out scoping the city, and then the one that you've
So it's
reassigned.
6
it.
actually.
Yeah, okay. So another one heads out the door. Towards the address. You see it kind of zigzagging along the street like it's following a GPS.
Be kind of stealthy with that one too, because we don't want them to know that we're spying on them.
Right, okay. See, it goes higher.
We just watch it just rise up.
I know you got the skills, girl.
It rises like 100 feet.
Wow, good cameras,
They are good cameras. It's military grade.
right?
Alright.
But you guys together as a group, which is you, Reynolds, Jenkins, Dara, and you, and the drone that's following you around, can head up to the address if you want.
Sure, we can make our way out. I say if you want to do the live stream, the footage from that drone, so we can see what we're going to be walking into, anything what layout is.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Do you have your own visual to pick it up on?
Yeah,
Or
you can
do
send
want,
it to
or do you
my-
want me to like actually have a video portraying as we walk? My drones have the skills.
Yeah, the holographic projection thing. So, either one that should work to do holographic
Okay,
projection.
So the one that's following me will project a small holographic screen that shows the image that the drone going to the address is watching.
Sure. So the silver one that's following you around is showing, as it is displays kind of what looks like a little map, as you see it getting closer to the address, and as you guys start walking over, it eventually does display the front of a very fancy-looking house.
Is there any type of people around, security staff?
Dead quiet outside.
Okay.
All right. So let's see what kind of scanners this droid has now. What can this thing scan from this location?
Heat sources through windows. I mean, that's something.
I paid for.
Yeah, you
top
did pay
end.
for the top, so. I mean, it tells us lights, so it says we could do this like a SWAT team. Like, fuck this shit. We'll go in and get Boris.
So you tell the drone to start scanning.
Yeah.
It does a very from the camera pretty much as a essentially blue line starts going zzz across the side of the house, not very stealthily as it rolled a natural 1. You do get a thermal reading on the house, which is that it's a whole lot of empty rooms.
Okay.
It's not the most detailed thing. These are the little ones who have the slightly less good cameras.
Yeah.
But you do see that there's a couple of rooms, one really big room. You don't see anyone on it, but there could be people hiding inside, or maybe down below if it has a basement. Or
So it looks like it's relatively vacant.
It's possible, so.
Ship, go scan the next door neighbor's house just to be on the safe side.
it kind of just maneuvers over and does the same type of scan to the next house. And
Suspicious heat signals?
there's a couple people in there. Looks like they're having breakfast.
Do a few random ones too. Just make it look like you're scanning the whole neighborhood.
It kind of goes up high and starts going like bzzz, bzzz, scanning random
Okay.
houses.
Any feedback on the other drones you sent out looking for facial rack hits?
A few rolls.
That was a good. The facial rack. We have pictures, so I mean, take a picture of the face. Look for that face.
You get a lot of pictures of people in similar suits. You can't tell if they're of the same organization or just have the same sort of common dress style. But you do see quite a few that is a group of 3 moving.
Can we get a geographic location GPS setting on that?
Sure.
Yeah, tag those and stay a good 50 feet back, but keep a tail on
The drone's
those
keeping
3.
on their tail as stealthily as it can. It keeps an eye on these 3 guys.
And it's a small one. They're only like this big. So.
Yeah, they're like football sized.
Big footballs flying around, and like at 50
I'm gonna-
feet, you'll never even see
I'm gonna say
it,
after
honestly.
like about 10 minutes of walking during this conversation, you guys can arrive at the dude's house.
Any other, what about the drone that was free scanning around? Any other suspicious
It
similar
seems like a rich neighborhood, probably. As rich as it can be for this colony, it's very industrial. A lot of similar houses of varying shades of silver and gray. There's a couple of people out and about, like in their houses or their yards. Nothing relatively suspicious, though.
So the drone that was searching the house and neighborhood for us, once we arrive, I wanted to do a patrol around the house, just to keep an eye on us in the house.
Okay.
I'll tell, is Jenkins with us?
Yeah, the whole gang's here. So I'll actually grab the minis because we're gonna be using them. That's not. Hold on.
That's Reynolds. But
This one. I misplaced. Oh wait.
Reynolds. is that everyone?
Yep, that's the gang that's here.
The gang that's here. So once we arrive at the house, I'll mention if me, you, and
Andrew.
Dara are gonna head inside. I tell Reynolds and Jenkins to post up at the door and keep a lookout. Come in if there's any problems. Is the door locked?
Yeah.
I'll try to pick it.
I'll step
Okay.
back.
It's a dex roll. Or sleight of hand.
19.
Yup, it's very simple. You think this is gonna be like, I don't know what you're using to pick it with,
Okay.
but
That's how
Screwdriver.
complicated locks are nowadays.
you think it's gonna be
Click.
like fiddling it around
Wow.
for 5 minutes and it's gonna be click. Door opens.
Could have sworn locks used to be better in my age.
But yeah, the door.
Oh well.
The door creaks open, and it is a. It's not dark, but it's a very dimly lit house.
So we have government, military clearance to do this shit. I'm not breaking and entering, right?
No, we're good.
I probably should have asked that before I picked the lock.
On this point, you get a
No, it's fine.
little beep on your communicator and a warrant for searching
Oh, from the captain.
from the captain.
Okay, yeah.
They forwarded you a warrant.
When you
for
said
searching.
warrant for, I'm like, wow, shit. If they were that bad, dude, I don't blame you for everything you got in the black box. We walked into a house, we picked a lock, we didn't kick open the door. If they were that OCD, we're done.
you get a warrant saying it's okay
For
for,
a
you to
search.
do this house.
Okay, cool. Yep,
Wow, that's convenient.
the captain's aware, so we should be good legally.
You've been communicating everything back to the
Yep.
ship. So
Yeah, they sent him the video, so he knows what
Maybe we should
happened.
make a
was.
hero. Maybe we should make a show that's just the military hero.
Should boost morale among the troops.
But yeah, you guys come in here in this little sort of entrance area.
Make you the next Captain America.
So we see just kind of it doesn't look like any activity, no movement.
It's like a waiting room. It's kind of dimly lit. There's 3 doors.
I'll go to one of the other doors and motion Dara to just to kind of keep an eye out from the
These?
back. Yeah. So I'll go to that one closest to me right now. I'll check the door for any traps or anything.
Sure. So it's investigation, probably.
I'm gonna stay behind cover and send the drone ahead of me.
Cool. So you send the drone to like this door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 7.
I don't see any sort of traps. It looks like a relatively simple sliding door with a button on it.
I will carefully push the button.
You press the button, there's a tss, and you can see the room ahead of you. Again, still kind of dimly lit, except for this sort of galaxy map on the floor.
Can my wrist communicator take pictures?
You have a handheld communicator. He's the wrist one.
Okay, yeah, sorry. The
Yours is basically a fancy phone.
Nah, my fancy phone.
Yeah, you can
Um,
take pictures.
So I'll
I'm a
walk
weirdo.
forward.
Also, the drone at this point, it
just follows me in.
it goes in through this door and immediately starts like click, 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 click.
I'll motion to the drone to check that the galaxy map on the thing. Is there anything specific to
You hear
it?
the ship AI say, "Gotcha," and kind of hovers over, making that like Jetsons floating noise.
Did they actually make that noise? No, the computer's doing it.
So it kind of goes over. It looks over the galaxy map. You can step in the room if you
Yeah,
like.
well.
Yeah, the computer's going a little bit insane, having me for a.
It gives a brief scan, and the AI voice is, seems like it's just a map of colony space.
Any special marks in it that I can make out?
It's a couple markings on a few different colonies, including this one.
So this is Colony 47.
Yep.
What are the other ones that are marked?
Can you plug in and download all that stuff? All the information in there?
Sure. It hovers over to this little computer, and a little kind of arm comes out and plugs a little USB thing in. And
Future
immediately.
USB.
So we're on 47.
Phone jack.
Alright.
So it's on 47.
The Terminator spike.
I'll say
The data spike.
I forget about that.
I know,
That
right?
would be perfect for this too. Could you imagine a drone? All of a sudden, the spike comes out of the end.
Oh my god.
It's the unicorn.
All right. So Colony 47, which is the one you're on now.
Phantasmal.
Colony 50, which was actually a little while back.
Okay.
Colony 42. And Colony 36.
Any reason why I can tell why these are marked?
Do you want to like go over and actually investigate it?
Yeah.
Make another investigation roll.
That would be a 12.
Gonna say on a 12, you can see that they're all places that have the same brand of hotel you guys stayed at last night. Nothing more than that. From what you know, this guy's like an ex-employee of this company. This could have just been like a chain of command thing.
Okay. Once the drone's good in this room,
You can also like enter the room at this point if you want to.
Oh, I'm staying behind cover and hiding all my features
Okay.
as much as possible in case there are any cameras or anything.
Can we make a
going
stealth
on.
roll?
Dex, right?
Yep.
So that would be a 21. I'm rolling nice.
Yeah.
I am
So I don't think we ever specified what color your outfit was, so I'm assuming it's like dark colors.
Black pants, like white flowing shirt with like a black trench coat.
You
It
kind
has
of
like a metallic purple highlight now to it.
you
because
kind of
I
like pull the coat
purposely
over
got
the
some of that paint from the ship on it.
Yeah. You kind of pull the coat over the white thing, and you sort of like fade into a corner behind a box that's there, and he's in the dark. He's very confused as to where the hell you went.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna follow behind everybody, but I'm gonna stay to the shadows as if.
Yeah, so you can pretty much like stealth up to this door.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll go to this door now and tell Dara to go let Reynolds and Jenkins know to enter and then cover the door. She come with me, we're gonna keep searching.
She pokes her head out and then walks back in, and these two follow in, guns drawn.
Yep, I tell them to watch
You
the
can't
door.
see they have armored up a little bit since last time.
Good. Good, good, good.
Drone, start sweeping the house.
Yep, I'll follow the
It
drone.
immediately starts going forward. It plugs into, or it unplugs from the computer. It comes over
Actually,
here.
is this place have a security system?
No, actually, this place is completely undefended. In
Okay, so
terms
go
of
ahead and do the sweep.
in terms of home security and
If there's a home
cameras
security
and-
system, I'd say just plug into that. But if
so
they don't have
so
one,
it
then
kind of
sweep.
hovers over here. A little manipulator comes out, presses the button, and
Do it the old-fashioned way.
you see this room is actually lit up.
Okay, I'll take Dara and we'll head that way too. We'll go in through this door.
Through here.
Yep.
You walk into here and you see a storage room. There's some boxes with different lights on them, a few canisters. I think there might be like fuels at first glance, like maybe cells or.
I'll go and just do a quick investigation on one of them, open it to see what it is exactly.
Dara will give you the help action, so roll with advantage.
Okay. Nat 20.
All right, you've got 4 piles. What do you want to know about all of them?
Just generally what's in them?
So these canisters over here are they're actually hydrogen cells, which are the same sort of power sources used on ships and in a lot of heavy-duty tech.
Okay.
You can see as you like grab a handle and kind of twist one up a little bit, you see that familiar sort of golden glow from them when you shut it. Click
Okay.
shut. There's 5 here, just like on the map.
Okay.
The canisters are about the size of like one of those standard propane tanks, basically.
Yeah,
The ones you
propane
hook up to a
tanks.
grill, basically.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boxes with just sort of like a lot of technological greebly things in them.
Nothing of high
Um,
value that I can tell.
Yeah, and then you get over to this one. And there's this sort of box on top. You open up. It's got like some coins in it, which are very uncommon these days. Like credits do have a physical. There are like physical credits, but they have like a paper thin sort of plastic thing.
Plastic
that's-
credits.
Yeah,
Currency.
it's basically like a plastic.
But these are
cash. These are like
coins.
different coins, and some of them are like very shiny yellows and silvers. Very peculiar. And as you sort of move that smaller box down, you see the bigger one is actually a safe.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Alright, is there anything else in the room?
Nothing else though. It's a lot of like general scrap metal supplies and those different hydrogen cells. And
I'm gonna make a perception check to see you because I want to offer you something and you're hiding in the shadows right now.
21 stealth, man.
Yeah, you're
make
right.
your perception check if you want to try to spot him.
I have to roll an 18 or better.
You'll spot the drone before you spot me.
Yep, no, I can't see you.
The
Oh,
drone,
is there not?
the drone comes through this door.
I called
You can
Ja-
move wherever you want in like this space.
You're invisible.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly patrol around the outside of the room, check out the
Yeah, so
shelves
you
and
can-
stuff. Do I see anything worth value or?
Make
shiny?
an investigation roll.
I rolled shit. 4.
Couple of paperweights.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, there's a couple of paperweights. Little model ship, similar class ship to the Anchor. Looks older though.
Eh.
Nothing really of value.
All right.
I will reach out to Lugnut, let him know where we're at, and let him know I got 5 power cells,
And I'm hearing all
Safe.
this, right?
Yeah, you can hear. I'm not.
Over comms, so yeah.
Ship, how much can one of the drones carry? The big ones.
The drone actually kind of hovers over the one. And the drone's about as big as these cells, so probably only about one.
Oh no, I think he means the big ones.
Oh, the big ones?
Could the big one rock?
Probably carry 4.
Could the big one carry that safe?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Why don't you send over 2 of the big ones?
All right. It launches those out. They're moving very quickly because of how they're bigger. They have a lot more thrust on them. Within about 5 minutes, they're sort of in through the door. It'd be spooky if you didn't know that they were his.
So I let Lugnut know we're going to transfer the power cells with the drones.
Salvage.
Yeah,
Okay.
So these things,
we literally just got 3 in the last mission. We don't. The Anchor doesn't need them. They're mostly for you.
so these can come in through here. One of them goes around and collects. I'll just say it can carry all 5, with sort of like magnetizing its bottom and clicking onto all of them. And the other one can grab the safe.
Sure.
I'll have Jenkins and Reynolds secure the safe.
Actually, before he takes away the safe, let me take a look at it.
Okay, so you emerge from the shadows and
Yep.
spook Dara. She's sort of like, what the hell?
Boo. Alright. So that would be a 9 to pick the lock on it.
No dice.
I could.
Yeah.
You think it's
give you
probably
advantage.
like it has like a keyhole on it, but you think it's probably sort of like a digital key card sort of situation.
Alright, this is a bit beyond me. So then, yeah, I'll have the drone take it back to the ship.
So the other drone comes down, magnetizes, lifts it up a little wobbly,
Oh, look at all these pretties.
and then they.
Oh, before you leave,
Okay, wait.
all the coins.
Oh. Okay, yeah. You can just pocket those if you want.
How many coins are there? Like a bag like this size of them, or?
Probably, yeah. Bag them up. You can just pull out like a bag and put them in here, and it's pretty much this much of different yellow and actually make a history check.
You would
Since
remember it before
you would
I
recognize
would.
these.
I'm from 2030. I
yeah,
should.
you would.
I'm rolling shit now. That would be I rolled a 3, but for history that would be a 8.
You can tell all the silver coins are like nickels and dimes and quarters that they're very clearly aged, but it's
Start
definitely
looking for dates.
see one that's marked for 2130. few other from a bit earlier.
As they're all
than that.
searching the rest of the room and the drones leave off, I'm just kind of looking through the coins and
You don't exactly know what the yellow ones are, but probably some sort of gold or something like that, maybe.
Everyone's looking at me kind of funny as I bite the coin a little bit, see if it's
He-
soft.
He takes this mysterious yellow coin out, and it is kind of soft. Gold's soft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
That's how
bend
they
it.
used to test gold coins.
Yeah.
If you bit down on it, you should be able to bend the coin, or at least dent it with your teeth.
You can bend it a little bit.
And that's why if you see an old piece of 8, was actually a doubloon that was cut up into 8 pieces.
Oh, okay.
But when you look at the 8 pieces, you'll see that not only were they cut up into 8 pieces, but there will also be little nicks on the side. And you'll see those little tooth prints because that's how often people would check them to make sure they were gold coins.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
I did not know that.
That's where that whole bite the coin comes
okay.
from,
Wow, learning so much today.
to see if you're getting a legit gold coin or a fake one.
So these are clearly gold coins. The gold is also pristine. 'Cause gold doesn't wear, from what I know.
Not really.
Yeah.
Neither does silver. Well, silver can oxidize, but
So you get 4 gold coins, and you get
pocket
4.
full of change.
Yeah, pocket full of change. The change isn't really worth too much these days.
Pocket full of old coins.
Everyone make a perception roll.
7.
17.
You both beat the DC. The DC was 6.
Damn. And I thought I was gonna just be too engrossed
So-
in my coins.
So as these two sort of head out, you actually hear from the open door, "What the hell?" And then you full on hear. Actually, they didn't see it. Jenkins and Reynolds immediately snap to attention as a guy walks in through the door, but cautiously.
Greetings, my fair sir.
You appear and you emerge from the shadows like the
No,
mythical.
I was already out of the shadows.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say you emerge from the shadows like the mythical Batman of legend.
As I carefully pocket the bag of coin.
Yep.
I motioned Darwin
Immediately
to head
turns
around.
to you, panicked.
I motioned Darwin to head to
Who
that
are you?
door
Why are
and
you
go
in my
around.
house?
What was the name of the guy we're looking for?
Stevens.
Mr. Stevens, I presume.
Yes.
So I hear that. So according to our information, you were previously an employee of the Travelers Lodge, correct?
Yes, I was fired last month.
That was a big mistake, and I'm so sorry for that. We came to let you know that, we are so sorry for the misunderstanding. Is there anything we can do to try and help it out and correct it? We'd be more than willing to try and bring you back into the Traveler family.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. Public relations.
Sort of shakes your hand, very confused.
And I'm just quietly hoping that everyone behind me is preparing to take care of shit because I'm not sure how long I'm going to be
With a
able to...
cursory glance, you can see that Reynolds has his hand ready to draw like a weapon, basically, a pistol.
Yep.
And I don't know what you're doing during this as you hear this exchange go down.
I'm gonna tell Jenkins and whisper to Jenkins and Reynolds to cover, take Dara, move away from here, get ready for this door
You
to
guys can get in flanking position.
Yeah, we're
pretty
totally getting
much.
ready to flank this guy.
Yeah.
Like, so you're from the company and you're here to...
Yeah, I was sent here to investigate it. Why were you discharged? I want to hear your side of the story.
First off, make a deception roll for you being sent by the company.
21.
He perks up. He's like, "Oh, well, they thought I was stealing all sorts of supplies and whatnot. They said that, this guy's stealing hydrogen cells, so we can't, make any of our little worker drones function." And I wasn't. I just so happened to come into the possession of a few.
I completely believe you, man.
I bought them for my, lawnmower.
You don't have a lawn.
Oh, it's decorative. Anyways, so they thought I was stealing things, and they got very mad. The manager and I are both cut from the same cowardly cloth, so neither of us really wanted to get into a big fight, so I just sort of
Left.
left.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry to hear about all that.
Yes,
Really, I am.
Why were there giant military drones coming out of my house?
Oh, there's also an investigation going on right now about a murder.
So, who was murdered?
Nothing you need to worry about. Your information just came up a little bit, so we wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Let's make another deception roll.
9.
All right. Does murder have anything to do with the Traveler's Lodge or this neighborhood? Was it?
Yeah, I don't
Was
think-
it? He sort of pokes his head out the
Not the
out the
neighborhood.
window. Ah, damn it! It wasn't Gary.
Gary?
It's my shithead neighbor.
I fucking hate neighbors, man. I hear you, man. Yeah, they were just complaining about supposedly someone used your access code to get into somewhere, and okay. So if you could you mind telling me where you were last night? Oh, and if you could just please lower the gun that you're pointing at me, because it's not very comfortable having a gun pointed at my face.
He isn't actually holding you up at gunpoint, but you do see there is one on his belt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was actually holding the gun.
No, sorry,
Okay,
it's just
then strike that line.
Yeah. Sorry, it's the.
Yeah.
I did not actually prepare a mini for this
Okay,
guy.
I am looking as threatening as possible.
Let's
While
see,
I'm waiting for these guys to fucking tackle him.
Well, last night
I can make a hand motion and they would.
I went out to that weird mech fight thing that was going on. I
yeah.
heard that it was the new thing, and the radio's been abuzz with all sorts of music. It's been weirdly loud around here, so I thought I'd check it
Did
out.
you enjoy the show?
Yes, it was very.
What was your favorite part?
Probably the ending when the head got punched off the body. That was really cool.
Oh, the rocket punch.
The rocket punch was sick, I will admit. So after I left that, I debated following, the whole group of people to
Oh, yeah,
the restaurant because I
The
thought,
after
oh,
party was fun.
that could be cool. Maybe I could get in. And then I realized that the restaurant you were going to was right across the street from my former employer. So I came home. I went to bed and been out job searching all day.
Huh. In the last week or so, have you had any break-ins, any issues?
No issues. It's a very safe neighborhood. I'm gonna say because the door is right here and you're on the other side of this door, you can make a perception check to see outside.
21.
You see a transport shuttle, sort of, and then land on the street. It's sort of like the land speeders on Tatooine, sort of.
Okay.
Like flying car shit, sort of.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
it's a float.
followed by a second one that
It's
lands
the-
behind it.
In-station delivery van.
So, can I just activate the door and walk out with Dara and kind of push him aside?
Sure. You just walk out. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I just kind of move him aside. That Dara points gun at him to shut him up.
It's best you stay out of their way.
And I'll examine out the door. The shuttles that stopped in front of the house.
They parked pretty much on the lawn. Or lawn. It's more just kind of a sheet of metal in front of the house.
Okay.
I'd say they're probably about here-ish.
Okay,
like there
so
and there.
I'll kind of secure the door, but keep it cracked so I can look outside.
You close the door as you see
I am not in front of any window.
no windows here.
Yeah, I think this is just.
That's why I
solid.
had him make the roll, because the only way to see outside was through the door.
I'm chicken shit. I put myself in the safest position. I
Through
can
the crack of the door that you're keeping, you do see 4 men step out. Fine suits. Sort of like the guys that were at Dimitri's.
Can I make a history check if any of them are guys from Dimitri's? 15.
This guy looks familiar.
I motion to the
Or
group.
sorry, no, the dude with the mohawk.
Do with the mohawk. Alright, we got 4 suited guys outside about to enter. I look over at the
Hey,
guy.
Goldie. Drone. I know you're not Goldie yet, because I haven't made Goldie yet, but
Hovers over.
we're working on it. I want you to go to the corner of the doorway and do a scan of these guys. Tell me what we're looking at.
The corner of the doorway.
Yep.
So we're out of cracked.
So yeah, it pretty much hovers right above your head.
I figured it would.
The camera sort of focuses in. If you're looking on your wrist thing, you can actually see its point of view as a man with a very intricate-looking gun sort of steps out, looks around at the other people around him, and sort of takes a few steps towards the door.
That thing looks cool. Hey boss, check out this guy's gun.
You can see the gun is very cool.
It is a cool gun. I look over at this guy before they can walk any
Is
closer.
someone outside, or is it like the mailman or something?
There's
Yeah.
5 armed men coming into your house. I have a feeling they're probably here to kill you.
You might want to take cover, man.
If you don't want to die, my suggestion is hide. Let's bring them in and ambush them, though. If they're gonna come in the
Everyone
front
make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
You're good.
9.
Cool. The NPCs will need to make them. First off, Mr. Stevens. Nope.
I tried to help the guy.
Dara.
Told him to hide.
Also a nope. Jenkins.
And the drone rolled a 17.
The drone is good. Ooh, Jenkins fucked up badly.
The drone rolled better.
Wow. So none of the NPCs made it. As the conversation's happening, your eyes kind of glance away from him for a second, and then you look back. The guy's revving up the gun, and all of them fire into the walls. Bullets start coming through it. You and the drone are fine. You rolled very high. What did you roll?
9.
No. So you take. I'm gonna make the one roll, and everyone's gonna take this. Who didn't
Do you want to take a
anything.
quick cigarette break before we get into the next
You
place?
take 8 damage. As 2 grazing shots hit you, one across the shoulder, one across the
Okay, for
thigh.
now. Unless you want to. You
I kind of want to.
want to take a quick break
Sure.
before we start combat?
I'm okay with starting combat. I just figure we can take a quick break
Yeah, sure.
before that. Okay. What am I at for HP?
You take 8 damage.
Okay.
I have to make a very important roll for our friend Mr. Stevens really quick. On a 3,
You
Mr.
just got
Stevens is
pelted.
turned into Swiss cheese.
Well, at least I'm not worried
As I
about
hit
him.
the floor next to him, can I steal his gun?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have another pistol.
It's just a basic one. It's no flares. It's big shells, but not much else.
Okay. Alright, so we'll take a break here, and then when we come back, we will take it from there.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Then I will put us on pause, and we will be back.
Is it okay so far?
Yeah, good, man.
welcome back to Solar Coalition episode 3.1 with GM Greg, back from break, or 3.5, whatever you want to call it. We left off with Stevens, I think his name was.
Yeah, I
The person we were
was
investigating.
trying to think of like a first name, but
It doesn't matter. He's dead.
He's dead now, so who cares?
Yeah. My drone and I are fine. Everyone else isn't looking
Hey,
so
you
good.
rolled the highest on the dex saves, higher than the dex fighter did.
So,
So yeah, the wall is rent asunder by bullets, just all through it. There's a whole lot of nothing over here that's getting hit, as these guys pretty much roll up as a firing squad. Jenkins takes a shot to the clean shot to the shoulder, and then sort of like a scraping one across the side, and goes down, not dead but injured. Reynolds takes like a glancing blow. Dara like just barely dodges out of the way, and it's like the smallest little scratch, because she lucked out on the D12 roll for damage. You took the damage that you took.
yep.
You guys are fine.
Yeah.
So I'll call out to Reynolds, grab Jenkins, and take him into the big room. I'll motion out Dara, Bob. We should probably get into the big room and ambush them when they come in. You just use it for cover. We're sitting ducks here.
Alright. I'm sprawled on the floor at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
I can
sprawled
see,
on the floor next to Mr. Stevens, who's...
I can see out the doorway, right?
Yeah, you can probably get a cursory glance out the doorway.
Okay. Do I have enough of a lance that I can take a shot?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna load a cryo bullet into my rail rifle,
Yeah. I guess we'll run rotation like that.
and as you're pulling them back, I'm like, hey shit, you're gonna love this.
The drone kind of
You have that drone?
hovers on over.
Yeah. Feel free to kill one of them. As I start taking aim.
So you're gonna send your drone on a
The
suicide
drone
mission?
rockets out the door. You see the AI does like a war cry.
Check out my attack roll.
19.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Oh shit.
What's damage with a drone suicide bomb?
Oh no, that's with
Oh, cryo
his
bullet.
shot.
Oh shit.
Are you shooting the guy or the drone?
The guy.
Okay. I thought you might have been like, go drone, bang.
Cryo smoking drone flies under guy.
1, 2, 3. I'll roll a d6 for who it hits.
Okay, so it's a D8 plus a D6. Sorry, first time using this gun.
No.
It's fine.
Um,
Where did I put the drones in?
D8 plus D6 cryo.
There it is.
Okay, so that's 5 points physical damage
Okay.
from the bullet, 4 points cryogenic fright damage.
Who are you aiming at?
Okay,
The big guy with the cannon or one of the others? From where you're at, you probably have a
I'm
beat on
gonna-
the two guys at the end.
yeah, which would be, I personally, if I see the guy with the cannon, I'm gonna try for like a headshot on him, since I'm.
You can take a shot at
Right.
him. I mean, you rolled very high to hit. I won't say you can get a headshot, but
That's what I would try for if I could.
yeah. So you can fire a shot off at him.
Okay. And then
How much did you roll again?
I had my dex to that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that would be
Dex and...
a total of 12.
Oh.
And he was hit by a cryo bullet.
Yeah. So the big dude whose gun is sort of like a rotary cannon, almost mini-
Gatling gun?
Gatling gun, basically. It's a big Gatling rifle. Who was just sort of raising the side of the wall because you could tell that's where people were. Immediately takes a shot directly to his right knee. Stops firing his gun, so the hail of bullets stops as he pretty much gets down on his other knee, clenching the one that was just shot. As it hits his knee and it pierces through the clothes, you can see the steam from the bullet wound as the cryogenics pour into his system, and you can see his foot sort of like almost like he tries to stand, but then his leg locks into place.
He's not moving too well.
Yeah, he's down on a knee.
And how'd the drone do?
The drone
Because
rolled.
I know she was looking forward to that.
You rolled a 19 to hit, right? The drone rolled a 19 to hit as well.
Which guy just got rocketed?
Mohawk dude gets brained upside the head by this football-sized drone. Max power, just that way. You see like extra vernier thrusters pop out, so it does like a little spin for extra damage. She's like, what the hell? Thing! Ah!
That's my girl.
He goes to the ground, conscious but in severe pain, as he takes. Fuck, I'm gonna call that a D10. He takes 4 damage, but the
It's stunned.
side of his head is bleeding. He's down on the ground, stunned. The guy next to him.
Fucking rock him.
The guy next to him is immediately panicked, as their boss just got capped in the knee, and this guy just got brained upside the head by the drone.
So, are we done saying hellos now?
I'm going to did Reynolds drag Jenkins?
Reynolds drags Jenkins.
I'm just gonna like if I can off action while he's maybe shooting or whatever, just grab the corpse and toss it. I just want to get it
out
of
the
way.
door.
Sure, that seems like a fine way. I just really want to get out of the way so I wasn't stepping on it.
So you pick up the bullet-ridden corpse of Mr. Stevens and just kind of give him the toss out front. And you do see, like, the guys open fire on the corpse thinking it's a person.
While they're
Especially
doing that,
after you
I'm not done.
Especially
I'm not
after
done.
you just shouted out, they heard, so are we done? Wait, what was it you
So
said?
they're all
we done
shooting
saying
at the
hello
corpse.
now?
Are we done saying hello? And they saw something charge out, so they opened fire thinking it was you.
So they're all shooting at him, right? Now I'm gonna take my action. I got those flashbangs. So these guys who are all shooting at the corpse are probably looking at it.
They very much are.
Do I see him throwing something?
Yeah, you see him
I'm
pull,
getting ready to slam the door
you
too
see him
behind
pull
me.
a canister out of his...
Okay, as soon as he goes to throw a canister, I'm gonna duck my face down. Just because if it's a grenade, I don't want to get hit by shrapnel. And
Make the throw. Also, who are you targeting? You're rolling it towards the body.
Toward the body. Like I'll throw it like
Yeah.
in front of the body. So it is. I just rolled if it's a dex check.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a... Call it a ranged attack because you're hurling it.
Okay, it's the same as my dex. So it's a 17.
Dude, he's like 5 feet in front of you.
I know it wasn't
So,
a hard DC
Yeah,
to make
a
it.
10 would have been good.
So
you,
how-
you pull the pin on this thing.
It's a flashbang.
You roll it forward and it... Psing.
How are they affected? Do I see guys go down, get blinded? Because then the next thing is the motion tower to go charge up with a cannon and...
Drops his gun, ow my eyes, falls back on his ass. Ducks this way, is still blinded. Looks up from his injured knee to immediately just point blank catch all of that. So he's... I'll say he's still standing because
Standing, but-
his frozen knee is kind of keeping him in
It's not letting him knee at this moment. That's funny.
This guy's already on the ground stunned. And then this guy actually rolled kind of okay, so he like
Just kind of covers himself
covers
and
his
steps
eyes.
back. I'll motion Dara. I'll open up the door, motion Dara to go in and shoot the big guy with the gun.
She pushes past you, pretty much kicks the door out, and
we should probably keep at least one alive.
as she's moving, she's like, "Who?"
I don't care.
Anyone.
Whichever one volunteers to kill the rest of his friends.
Oh, you thought the mafia was to kill your friends or die?
Do you want?
No,
Are you
we're not
shouting that
that
out towards
loud.
the group? Make a fucking charisma roll, I guess. These guys just got.
We take over a
flashbanged.
crime boss before we leave. That's epic.
Oh shit, I rolled low. That's only gonna be a...
Can I give him my reroll for advantage? Because I
Give him the help action.
I'll give him a help
I will,
action.
I will use my ship's advantage.
Oh, good call. Good
Alright.
call.
You see the AF in the. Fuck did you roll? God damn it.
Yeah, 20.
So as the ship goes, yeah, as it's standing above the, or hovering above it, it's like, yeah, which one of you is gonna kill the rest?
The AI is gonna have such a personality by the time we're done. Psychotic AI.
The guy who got his hands up in time immediately turns and fires on his buddy over here. As Dara pretty much kicks the doors open, gets out on the front step and takes a shot at the big dude.
That's what I target. He's got the cannon. We don't like cannon. Take out the cannon god. Go, baby.
She like swings it around because it's on like a strap, readies it because he is really just kind of like 10 feet away, and then it's crank. It's like that scene in the Force
He
Awakens.
ragdolled.
It's like that scene in the Force Awakens when the stormtrooper gets hit by the bowcaster and he flies like 20 feet. This guy full on does a flip mid-air.
Damn, girl, I don't think you can handle your load.
Oh, she
So,
can.
Black.
Dead in game. Look at you. Oh, she can.
She kicks the door
you
down,
couldn't.
swings
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing around, blasts the thing, and the basically shell hits him in the shoulder, blasts off his arm.
Does the gun drop?
The gun's connected via wire to his backpack, but he's no longer holding it.
We can. I kind
Uh,
of want that gun
he-
for $1.
he gets
Kind of
blasted in the
attached to a drone.
shoulder, kind of flies back, does a flip in the air,
Military at
lands.
places might not like that.
But he is now armless, and his leg is. Oh wait! As he hits the ground,
I'm a private contractor.
as he hits the
On a
ground, his
military
leg
vessel.
that was frozen up shatters like ice, and cold blood begins pouring out the open wound.
I love these bullets.
It is his right arm and his right leg that he is now missing.
I look at you. I want that in a baton. Because I'm a baton wielder. Literally, you see, I'm carrying them in my hands right now.
I wonder if
So
he-
hold on. The
wonder if I
traitor's
get all
gonna
points
gonna
apiece.
make a few rolls.
Yeah, well,
He full on hits this guy in the shoulder for fucking. Yeah, like only a little bit of damage, but you see it's after the ship goes, yeah, which one of you is gonna kill the others? This guy's like, and opens fire on this guy over. He was like, what the fuck, Jerry?
Jerry might live this fight because he took your advice. That 20 on that charisma check was good.
I mean, that 20, I had to give it to
No,
you.
yeah, no, I would have too. We went with the dice man.
So it's back around to you now.
So on this turn, the ship, okay, I can just see her. She's probably loving the fact that she actually gets to kill a human. So she's probably just going to go.
Starts advantage on attack on the poor down guy.
The guy that she already down.
Poor dude.
And I'm going to take a shot at the one that's.
Being attacked by his buddy.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
The one that didn't draw first.
yeah. Roll for this guy because he literally turns to the right and says, "What the fuck, Jerry?"
So that's
I'll have to fall back.
19 to hit.
It's full damage.
So that's 3 points physical, 5 points cryo, plus 3 dex. So 11.
The shoulder that didn't get shot by his friend is the one it goes into, and you can see his arm goes out like this. He drops his gun, and then almost like he's like reaching with his arm, sort of like
Stops.
this, and you can see as like his sleeve sort of comes down. The veins in his arm all turn a dark navy blue and start going up towards his
Okay.
fingers. His skin turns pale, and his arm freezes in place.
And as you're standing next to me, you realize this gun is so silent because there's.
You're using your railgun, right?
Yep.
So
There-
it's just silent
Oh, you're
rifle.
using the railgun
It's-
for this. It's basically just a.
It's like a BB gun.
That's freezing body parts in motion. So,
And the drone is literally just whacking itself into this guy. It's like, what the? What
drone
is
is in
this?
faint
What's
eyeball.
going on? And it's just ding, 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 ding.
honestly, how
Jerry,
do you
why are
defend
you
against
just
the metal
standing there?
football beating
Jerry,
you?
why have you betrayed us? Ding, ding. Ah!
As it's starting to become gurgly.
So I'm gonna walk. So is it?
It's gonna make us. Roll the 3 on his saving. Those like just turn gurgly.
As his ribs are being crushed, it's like, oh,
It's like hitting him in the face so his teeth are out. Splat, like across the room.
yeah. Once you say splat, I'm like, oh, that was his throat. He
Like-
did. He did.
And the ship just keeps going.
The ship's still
does
beating
keep
him.
going.
It's not stopping. He's got no ribs. He's not moving.
Starts
The
to
ship is
take a
still
few
just
steps back.
beating his chest.
This thing is just smashing itself into his face.
I'll walk out.
With a childish giggle coming from the drone.
So bad.
So you're walking out.
Yeah, I'll walk out. Point at the guy is he conscious of me at this point? The frozen guy with
This guy?
with no gun, with 2 bullet holes in
This
his
guy,
body.
he's holding his arm like this, looks and sees you, steps out.
I have my weapons on me. I'm like, if you want to live, run. Fast.
Make a persuasion roll. I'd say with advantage because he just got shot.
18 plus math. No, it's dirty 20.
He turns and runs and trips. His arm smashes apart the guy's leg.
Tried.
He rolled very low.
So then I look over. Jerry, lower your gun.
Full on,
He
full on,
drops
hands up.
it, tosses and shit. I'm good. I'm good.
Here, he does this. It goes into like the neighbor's yard. It lands like it landed in fire.
Alright, ship, that's enough. I think he's had enough. Okay. There's not much left to smash. Now you're just
It's
gonna
sort of-
dent yourself.
I'm giving
now.
him a wide berth.
It
as I
sort of
walk over.
hovers. It sort of hovers up. It is now
I
a.
enjoy the blood. It
is a red
This is
drone.
why AIs were banned. Well, exactly what we're doing.
It is
exactly.
It is coated in red. There's like a
God.
tooth stuck in
piece
it.
of brain just drips off the side of it.
You can see the dude's face was pretty much smashed to pieces.
Oh yeah, no,
a
it's
hologram
gone.
of a
It's-
smiley face appears in
it's-
front of it.
It's gross.
So I'll look over at Jerry, who's at this point hands up, and I'll be like, "So Jerry,
That's a good drone.
good of you to be logical in this situation. I'm glad that we don't have to kill you. Answer my question and you keep living. Boris, a guy that was picked up by 3 of your suited friends at the hotel name?
Traveler's Lodge.
Traveler's Lodge last night about 2 a.m. Where would Boris be? If you tell me, you live."
In our day, the worst hotel you can go to. In the future, it's the Ritz-Carlton.
Ritz-Carlton. What did he roll? So after he's done pissing himself, shitting himself, crying, throwing up, and crying a little more.
He does piss himself. As the drone sort of hovers in next to you.
I know. The drone's intimidating. I'm not telling
It's
you.
still
I
making
know
like
it
the,
is.
It's still basically making the Jetson noise as it hovers up next to you.
Rip.
Yeah, drip.
But it's now contrasted with the drips of red coming off of it. He does piss himself in fear. He rolled a nat 1, so.
I'm waiting for his answer as I'm just like tapping my batons
Well,
together.
you see, I don't know about this Boris guy, but me and my former associates were sent here to silence that Stevens dude.
I look over at the corpse, like
The
this-
corpse is ridden
The
with
bullet
bullets.
hidden corpse. Okay.
We were sent over here to silence that Stevens dude because he helped us with an op yesterday, apparently, and the bosses were afraid that he could be bought out by someone else. We paid him in cheap 21st century coins, so.
Okay. So where would a kidnapped victim be with your group right now? Very important you tell me. Or I tell this drone to start visiting you.
Probably at the Cormac shipping plant that's on, it's near the spaceport.
I'm gonna make my way to their little dropship.
They're still landed.
Oh, so there's still
2 of them.
2 landing ships?
Well then, actually, because ships require pilots. One of them takes off. The other guy sees you approaching, and he puts his hands up like this.
The pilot is just like, don't kill me.
I just motion them.
Opens up. The door opens. Like, it's one of those like upwards opening doors as he sort of steps out, like hands up, shaking.
And you just motion him to walk.
Backs away slowly.
And I'll shoot him a glare real quick.
Scares off.
Oh,
wait, yeah, this guy's still alive. Wait, right?
the one with the busted hand? Or the,
That's the busted hand. No, this was the dude who got knocked on his ass by the frag grenade.
Oh, that's right. The flashbang gone wrong.
No,
Is he?
let's see how he's
Did he
doing.
get up? Do I see him get up?
He's still down on a 5.
Is he near me?
You're closer to him than
He's
I
pretty
am.
much at your feet.
Oh, railgun right to his face.
Just execution.
Do you yield?
Spits blood at you.
Ship, you want another one?
Shots of the ground.
Terminate.
With pleasure.
As I back off and just go into the little drop ship and
you hear screaming.
What's it doing now? Crushing his chest. Ah!
Because he's still on the ground, disoriented by the flashbang. Oh god! No, no! Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Thud, thud, thud.
This could be some nasty snuff films. The pay-per-view. Fucking.
I can only
What the fuck
I
network?
can't wait to see what the footage is gonna look like from its video.
So Jerry over here, upon seeing his other comrade being beaten to death by the drone, is like, I can take you to the shipping port by the docks if you want. I don't know anything about this Boris guy.
Does it require any passcodes for access to gateways that you know?
Probably a key card to get in the...
Do you have a key card? Does he take? I
like,
motion
just-
he can take it out. Like I'm not gonna shoot you right
He
now,
takes
dude.
out a key card.
Good boy. You're gonna help us get in, and then you're gonna get lost.
Okay.
Thank you. I get Reynolds and Jenkins, and I tell Jenkins to kind of bandage himself up a little bit if he needs it.
Oh yeah, they come out at this point, and
I know, they would just, I told him to get away for the moment.
Jenkins has a bandage around his shoulder.
I'll walk
and some
over to you
stuff around
now.
his side.
Tell Darwin to keep an eye on him, we need him to get in.
I should have no trouble flying this thing. So do you want the cool gun, or can I steal it?
So we walk over probably about 15 feet to where the corpse of that guy is.
Very messy situation. going
Is
on.
the gun kind of fucked?
It's covered in blood, but undamaged.
Doesn't look too damaged otherwise?
No, it kind of, because he lost an arm, it was like, the backpack he was hooked up
The
to was
backpack might
strapped-
be damaged?
The backpack is a bit damaged, and it's sort of half off of him, but the gun itself is still functional.
High or low? I'll give it up to those
No,
guys.
if you want it, go for it.
If you want to go for it, man. It's free loot.
It's an awesome heavy weapon. And if you decide you don't like it, I could just take it afterwards.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's my whole viewpoint. All I'm going to do
So,
is attach it to a drone.
heavy
immediately.
Gatling gun?
Yeah. The
Oh.
wire attaching to the backpack is to feed ammunition into it.
Okay.
So it is sort of a joint package, but it is something that will not require reloading if it's fully stocked.
So it's a fully... how much ammo is left? Can I see a reading on it? Just so I know.
Roll a D100.
This is a D100 roll.
What percentage of the ammo did he spill into this place?
He didn't get to... I'm going to tell you now I rolled a 97 on the D100.
So he fired like...
He fired for like maybe 10 seconds and depleted maybe about
3%.
3%.
3%. So this thing's fully stocked. You think the wire looks a little rent from when he went flying, so it might need a bit of repair, but
So, but repair needed, but fully stocked
yeah, something simple.
backpack.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you an honest, it's usually around 4,000 rounds. If it's a full backpack.
He's maybe used like not even 300.
300, so yeah.
As these two sort of come out to see the scene.
So yeah. I have like 3,700 rounds of that thing.
Hey Jenkins, you were supposed to be my security, weren't you?
I was. As he's also being soldier carried by
As he's the one being soldier carried by Reynolds. I mean, you can have
Good
Jenkins
job,
on like
man.
Reynolds.
Good job.
So, the guy who's on, so
I'm just gonna be honest.
I'll move everyone up to the
Dead,
ship.
dead, and dead.
Yeah, oh yeah, and being crushed
Pissing
more.
himself.
I'll tell Dara to keep an eye on this one. He'll use his key card to get into the place while you drive us there. So I'll load everyone up into
Yep.
the ship, and
You
we'll make our
guys
way there.
can load into this thing. Controls are simple.
Yeah. I'll make sure Jenkins...
If you wanted to have the AI from your ship plug into it real quick, you
The
could.
drone.
I'll do that.
A little manipulator sort of comes out, pushes past some gore that's left over on its side, and
Shakes this bit off.
plugs. Yeah, it's like
Little brain matter, got it.
And it's sort of like the little thing that comes out of R2D2 when he accesses doors, and it's sort of like a USB that goes into the console.
A circular USB
The
stick.
lights all turn on, and the piloting is going to be very simple.
Perfect. As soon as we pick up, okay, we're kind of floating there. I can see this Jenkins, I guess what are we calling him?
This guy?
Yeah.
It's Jerry.
Jerry. I am going to accidentally, on purpose, like clip him as I take off.
So you get like 5 feet off the ground as you're moving forward, and there's just sort of a thump. Ah! As he hits the ground.
I'm gonna giggle as we go on.
So alright, are you leaving them here or taking them with you?
Yeah, we're all going, right?
I thought you were just gonna have Jenkins go back to the ship because he's hurt
He is fucked up.
and take care of the prisoner guy.
Well, the prisoner guy I'm only keeping alive
Oh,
because
you
I
do
need
need
his
the
key
prisoner
card.
guy.
That's
Okay.
why
No,
we
no,
need
no.
him. But I'll
So you
tell-
come over and knock him down, and then the door opens.
I drag him up. I need
You
his
guys are
key
so
card.
rude.
You're the one that shot at me.
Yeah, you started the situation, man.
Okay, look at my buddies.
That's fair.
Okay, you could have just said hello.
That's fair.
I'm a very social person.
I mean, if you told us to bring him out in one piece, we would have brought him to you, and then you like double tap and be
We're,
like,
we're
cool.
sort of like a shoot first, ask questions later kind of crew.
And how'd that go for you?
Not well.
You know, so well,
You see
do
what
you want to
happens?
drop Jenkins off? Just use the vehicle to drop Jenkins off at the ship and be
Sure.
quicker.
It
So
is
we'll drop
next to
Jenkins.
the shipyard, pretty much.
Okay, so yeah, we'll drop Jenkins off at the ship.
You can swing by in this unidentified cruiser, just sort of.
Just kind of call the harbor. Don't mind the ship going right through your border now.
You swing by the anchor. Reynolds hops off with Jenkins.
Okay.
So they'll head in to the ship.
Me,
You
Dara.
see Gilda comes out and is marching down the steps of the. Now that you're actually seeing the ship, the wall is actually repaired, and they're currently putting in that new view screen thing. But
Nice.
Gilda comes marching down the steps with like a med pack and stuff.
Killed her. That's why she's a field medic.
As you guys drop them off and then just immediately swing out of there and start heading downtown.
Are you taking your new
towards-
gun with you, or are you leaving it with your ship? to have them repair it.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it with the ship. So I'll ask the crew chief to take a look
You
at
can
it.
hand it off to them.
Yep. Yeah, the crew chief can fix that.
As you guys make your way down it's literally like a 5-minute drive down the road to this shipping plant, pretty much. And he's the big man. Don't need these. Don't need 90% of these.
As we're heading over there, I will, of
Send the
course, be
drone.
paranoid again. Send a small drone to scout out the location.
A new drone?
One of the ones that's already looking. There were 3 that were already out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The one that was patrolling around the outside of the house, that should have warned me when these things came in because it was patrolling outside the house.
I told you when they arrived, though, so
It's
you
okay.
didn't know about it.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just put it up to the ship, just forgot to tell me.
I was a little preoccupied searching all the corners.
You have a high-grade processor. You can do multitask.
That's true.
I know you can, girl.
You guys pull around back to this very empty-looking shipping plant, pretty much. It doesn't really look like the lights are on. You guys walk up to the back door with Jerry.
Yep.
Who, like, you can just go in through here unless you guys wanted to.
If it
access
doesn't look like
differently.
there's anything else, I'll have him lead us through the door. He's going in.
He
Do a
puts
scan
his.
first.
Hmm?
Do a scan first.
Okay, yeah.
Good call.
I want to know what we're walking into, roughly.
So it scans the premises. On a thermal reading, you can see multiple people inside, kind of on various patrols. And you do see a lot of crates with high heat signatures in them. Otherwise, it identifies about probably 7 hostiles actively moving out throughout the building.
Alright, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to go in quiet? You want me to sneak in and see what I can find out beforehand? Should I send a drone in to sneak around and find out what's going on? Or do you just want to say, fuck it, we go in guns blazing and kill everyone?
Although killing everyone might become a situation, going in gun blazing could possibly endanger Boris, who we still want to take alive, and we don't want to endanger that.
That's why I made that offer last.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go with, let's make our way. Let's use your drones for surveillance once we're in the facility. So get a couple. I know you can just kind of summon.
We have 2 with us now.
You have 2 with us now, so...
You have the one that the ship is directly controlling and the one that's doing a scan of the premises.
Okay, so how about we go in quiet, we try to take out any of the outlying hostiles and make our way in to look for Boris and try to keep a low profile before alerting anyone, using your drones for surveillance as we enter. So basically we're following drones.
Cool. So
And if
you're-
they see anything, then we're going to ambush them and try to take them out quickly and quietly.
Cool. So you're sending the bloody drone in, basically.
If it works, yeah.
It's working fine.
Yeah, I'll do the bloody drone.
It's covered in red.
We're
Unless
gonna
you
get
wanted
some
to call, like,
Why are
extra
you?
over
It's
from the
ambushing
ship.
people because they're really confused by the floating bloody drone.
I mean, you can call extras over from wherever if you
Yeah.
wanted to. Or...
No, now I'm thinking it's like I'm gonna collect like put a human skull on the front of it.
The battle drone.
This
It
will
just
be-
killed
this'll
more
be-
humans
this'll
than
be the death
gladiators.
drone.
So the key card goes in. It's kind of like the USB thing for the ship. Where
Yep.
It clicks in and turns around a few times, and then the door slides open. And you guys can sneak in. Give me stealth rolls as you guys go in.
Ooh, only a
Ooh.
13.
23.
All right, I'm gonna say the door is here. Where in this area do you want to be, Sam?
Probably right around there so that I can kind of survey, get some access points, and then I'll lead the way.
I'll say you could probably get up to
That's fine.
up against this wall.
Yeah.
Would you
I'll
roll?
motion the others to follow.
10, so 13. First place I would go would be to hide behind a couple of those and take an eye out.
So you kind of walk over. There's a bit of clutter as you rush by a few things. Not quite as stealthy as back at the house. You want it over here?
Yeah, hide behind the crates that are like right in front of the door. There.
These ones?
Yeah. That looks like a better spot to get a better vantage point.
I'll motion Dara to cover that corner.
Which corner?
Like kind of right over here. If she can just move forward, so.
Cool. Also, Jerry. Hold on. Jerry's just kind of shoved into
Actually,
this corner.
I was gonna say if I asked Jerry, I take Jerry's key card in case we need it. I ask him if there's any other things we should know.
There's probably a good security force in there.
Anything else that we should know?
A lot of angry guys. It's really about it. It's their whole thing.
Alright, I take the key card and then tell him to get lost.
He runs.
I don't, and I tell him that it's best you don't talk to anyone for a while. Greatly intimidating him just to peace out. I don't think he's going to.
On a nat 1, he runs. Runs for, you see him, he's running fast. He gets about 50 feet out, runs by two, as he gets to like the dock area, runs by two dock guys, who immediately pick up something is up with him, and they run after him. Like colony security, see this well-dressed man, very
Running
dark
for his
pants,
life.
running for his life, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And they sort of chase after him.
It's
no
a
risk to
disturbance
you.
away from us.
No,
Yep.
no risk to you.
Sure.
Dara also rolled a nat 1 on her stealth.
So she's very loud.
She walks to the door, and the cannon clangs against the door, and she immediately sort of does a roll behind here.
Is there any activity? Did it draw any attention?
Yeah, so you're up against this wall. You're up
Yep.
against these crates. She kind of is ducking behind this. Let's knock this out. That's Jenkins.
That's Jenkins.
Yeah, this big door slides open as a guy walks in.
Those crates that are there, as he approaches, can I slip over to like ambush him?
Like over to here?
Yeah.
Sure.
From like stealth, because
Make
I mean,
make a stealth roll.
that would be 12.
You seem like you're so stealthy.
You can get over here. In regards to how quiet it is,
Did the footsteps of him moving get faster?
I think he rolled really high on hearing you, so he does immediately sort of.
Okay, so I hear the footsteps. Can I make an agility check to climb on the box and get above him?
Hey, make a dex roll. Or.
Oh, 19.
Okay, yeah. So you can full on climb on top of the box and.
So as he swings around the corner for the last noise, I'm going to do a double baton attack to his head.
He looks up right as you swing down.
As a
You
double
didn't roll
strike?
you didn't roll that good on your still, so you're
No.
not gonna make it with advantage, but.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with my railgun
Yep.
aimed. I was gonna take a shot at him, but since he's jumping down on him, I don't want to hit him.
24 for a called headshot. I'm trying, and I have my stun set on max, my stun baton. I'm trying to
You
stun him.
Thwack him upside the head, and he just is out. Not dead, but out.
Do I hear any other movement?
Well, he hits the ground very hard.
I motion Dara to go over and help me drag the body off.
Where?
Actually, if we can, as quickly as possible, try to get it close to where Sean is and throw it behind the crates.
So, like, back here?
Yeah.
Let me do a perception check while they're doing that.
Yeah.
And ooh, nice! I just rolled a 13 plus 2, so that's 15. Just keeping an eye out for who I can see around. And so I see these other two guys.
Yeah, you see at this point, you can see through some windows and stuff, like figures moving as, I'll just say these two come together through this door as you two duck behind here with him.
Okay.
I'll be nice.
Okay, so by the time we heard the door open, we were able to duck. And we're good enough away
You
that
got a
we...
clear shot on them as they walk in through the door, though.
Alright,
Both me and Dara are hiding next to you.
You can stash the body pretty quickly.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of shove the body in the corner quietly.
which one looks like they have the bigger gun?
Dude on the, I guess, this guy.
Okay, then I'll take a shot for him.
Sure.
19 plus 3.
I was gonna say roll with advantage because you have,
Stealth.
hidden, but that's
Base.
good enough. So yeah, roll damage.
That's shit. 2 physical. So that's 5 physical plus 2 cryo. 7.
Skids him across the leg. You see the steam sort of waft up from it as the coldness of the cryo round is contrasting with his.
It seems to shoot low.
It catches him across the leg. He is caught off guard. We're gonna try to spot you, but 6 and a 5. They don't spot you. Also, this guy just got shot, so
And my gun is whisper quiet.
it's very quiet. It's
Yeah.
pretty
got
much-
shot and nobody
It's
heard
a
a
very
gun.
quiet thump as it fires, pretty much. Yeah.
Can me and Dara move over to the other crates over there quietly?
Yeah, I'm gonna say make athletics or acrobatics, whichever you want to use to move real quick?
30-20.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
I want to just move behind the crate right there, waiting for them to move forward. So we'll ambush them because we're melee fight. I'm a melee fighter. Dara can take a shot once they get closer. But-
She's not really built for stealth, as she kind of... She follows behind you, but they see her.
Okay. So are
Um,
they moving forward at all?
Takes a shot and misses.
Okay.
This guy's still kind of reeling from his wound.
I'll throw another flashbang.
Sure.
Because at this point they're firing guns, so I don't think.
Oh, fuck.
And their guns aren't silenced, right? So they just fired a gun. So yeah, well, all stealth is not needed at this moment. So I'll throw a flashbang over.
Do you say that? Like, do you communicate that to the group that we're done with stealth?
Did they hear the gunshot? Would everyone in this building have probably heard that gunshot? Then I go without saying that. Yeah, it's kind of.
Cool.
I mean, if the drone. Okay.
So you're
Waiting for your drone to
you're
become
throwing
so
another
bloodthirsty.
flashbang at these guys.
Yep. And I rolled a 13. Just throwing it right in front of both of them to stun them so I can go up for melee on my next turn.
The guy who fired his gun makes the save, but this guy does not, and immediately kind of staggers back as the doors open.
With his frozen leg.
Yeah.
His mobility is down. It's not quite freezes
Yeah.
in place, but you see him stagger back a lot.
I motion.
As the doors opened by motion, pretty much you do see more people rushing in.
I motion to Dara.
She, again, kind of spins it around on the
Yep.
strap thing, swings out from behind cover on a knee. It fires and hits this wall. She rolled a 3.
Yeah. But
I'll say it's back to you at this point.
I am going to take a shot at the other guy that I have a shot at. And 8 is going to miss it.
Yeah, it'll miss. Hits the ground next to him.
Makes a
Or
slippery
actually, he
spot on
just
the
won.
floor.
Hmm?
Make a slippery spot on the floor.
It hits a puddle and freezes the puddle.
Oh,
That's
cool.
That's like, hold on, let me grab a die. I'll mark it.
There's a tripping hazard.
Right here.
oh, nice.
It hits like a puddle of unknown liquid on the floor. It's like really murky and tink, freezes it. It is now a tripping hazard.
Sub-Zero.
And you threw the flashbang, so make a few rolls before I start moving things. God. Wow. Hey, the first double digit. So this guy kind of gets his bearings, runs forward, and slips on the ice. This guy takes up cover here. This guy gets to about here, fires and misses. This guy gets to about here, fires and misses.
Okay. So, whose turn is it now?
You.
Okay. I'm going to move around the cover and run up at that guy.
Okay, here.
Okay. Since I'm not in melee range,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that gun I pulled off the guy and go for a shot.
Sure.
Just like one of my batons stick on my
It's
belt.
a dex ranged attack.
21.
That hits.
What does that gun do for damage? We never got
I'd
that.
say a D8 because it's a simple pistol.
Yeah, that's fine. 5 damage plus my dex. Oh my, what is?
Add your dex to it.
Okay. So 10 damage.
You fucking hit him in like the chest, and he reels back. Turns out you're a pretty good shot.
Surprisingly, it's my weakest stat.
And it's back to you.
You have, what's your name?
Oh, Dara.
Oh yeah.
So she can pick one to go for a shot.
Well, with her mortar, she hits between the two that are there. She might be able to hit both.
Right? There's a grenade launcher, basically.
It's another pretty much fire into this wall. She's not looking good.
These gods aren't favoring her right now, unfortunately.
Alright, that's
Your turn, man.
I'm gonna say peeking out from behind here, you could probably target this guy.
You have
Sure.
Or the dude who's on the ground.
No, he's gonna be harder to hit. And 14.
Ah, shit, that hits.
Oh, shit. Okay.
These are just thugs.
I forgot these guys had really low AC.
These are thugs.
That's 10 points total. 4 points cryo.
It catches him kind of across the side, and it yet again you see it sort of ice gathers on where the clothing rips as it tears across his side, and there's a lot more steam as the cryo infusion makes contact with probably blood, and he grabs his side, takes a step back.
My character nods in agreement that is a really cool gun. Fancy bullets.
Yes, that guy's fucked up. You did a third of his health in a single attack. Your turn, actually, now. So we're moving this way.
No, after my turn is the bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, hold on.
He goes me,
I mean, if you
Darwin.
wanna if you wanna
we
skip them.
Sorry,
reversed it.
I've fucked up this rotation. I should have had you guys roll advantage.
It's a
but
reverse.
whatever.
It's
No, you've been going in a cycle the whole time. It's been Sam goes, and that's why I remind him to do Dara.
yeah.
And then I go, and then the team goes. Sometimes you'll go before I go, but
Okay. So he just got shot. He's still reeling back. He's taking a few more steps back.
Am I in cover with the with the
This
crate
guy
now?
staggers to his feet, but he's very uneasy. This guy on a nat 20
Shit.
takes a shot at you and hits you.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
And this guy takes a wild shot at you in the back and misses.
so I'm under full cover, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Still
very
stealth.
far
Unless
away.
he rolled really high, he wasn't gonna hit you.
because there's no flash or anything from my gun,
No, it's just
so I'm literally shooting them with a BB gun,
Alright,
a super powered BB gun.
Right.
so this guy hit you, but the rest of them don't hit anything.
Okay.
So now it's to you.
Sure.
Or to you. I'm sorry, I'm kind of not doing so well with the
Yeah, that's
rotation.
fine, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was him, then me, and then we kind of switched up for this combat phase where it became me and then him.
So then we'll go to you then.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I
You
think
did just
we're
get
at.
shot,
That's,
so-
I think that's where we're at. So
Yeah.
I'm going to,
I'm gonna say you can get to it.
okay.
If you
Yeah,
want to
so I'll
run
go
up
with
on
my 2 melee strikes on him.
Yep, go ahead.
So first one is a 14.
That is his exact AC.
Okay, so I hit that one, and my second strike is a 19.
These are both hits, roll damage. Gonna be real, if you roll high enough, you could probably take this guy down immediately.
First strike. 12 damage. Second strike. 10 damage. Low rolls on damage.
He has 1 health.
Is he able to stay standing?
You were using stun baton. So.
I know, right? Like that's
Surprisingly, yeah. You see that he's on his... Mentally, he's on his way out, but he's standing.
I just love when you say that. Mentally, he's on his way out. You just shocked him excessively.
He doesn't quite realize he's dead yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dara's been going on your turn as well, so she's gonna... With caution, because now you're in the thick of it.
Yeah, she got to aim to the right.
God. On a 2...
At least it wasn't hitting
Yes.
me with a 1.
Tries to go for these guys, seeing that you're over here. Hits this wall. Takes out a window.
Okay.
So then it's back to you.
All right. Well, whoever is the closest on their way towards me.
That'd be this guy.
Yep. So, is this a bad time to say that we just wanted to talk? 19 to hit.
You say that as you shoot them, and we'll probably kill that poor guy.
Okay, yeah, shit damage 5.
It's like on the other side of his... Like, he just got hit across here. He gets hit across here now. He clenches his side again. What you're saying is highly counterintuitive as he gets on a knee.
I don't even blame that poor thug. Why did you say that?
Alright, so Mohawk Guy 2 Electric Boogaloo is gonna make a roll to see what the fuck happens to him. He falls down.
That was in that one. Sure.
He didn't roll like a nat 1, but he has 1 health and he didn't roll particularly high. He falls to the ground. He's not dead, but he's fucked up.
Yeah, he will be if left alone.
This guy just kind of like a spray towards you, completely misses. This guy does the exact same thing on the exact same roll.
I have an 18 AC with my mods, but...
This guy throws his gun at you and hits you with it. For like
What, a deep 2 damage?
2 damage. Not gonna lie, this guy's on death's door too, so. He's just kind of like, hits you in the leg, kind of hurts.
I'm just looking at the guy.
We heard that our friend is here. If you give him up, we'll leave.
Okay.
I was gonna do that my turn too. I was not gonna lie. I was gonna yell at them.
Make a.
I'll let him do it.
General
I'll
charisma
give up
roll,
my
I
turn so
suppose.
we can give him advantage.
I wouldn't.
Or there's no need. None.
What the hell did you roll?
That would be an at 20. Well, this fight just ended because you're just like.
God damn it! Alright, hold on.
His name was Boris. Right, it was Boris that got taken, right?
As you shout that out, a very short, sort of portly man in an even finer looking suit walks through here. He's like, what's all the ruckus about? And he sees what's happening here and hears you shout. He's like, stop with the fighting! And he sort of rushes out.
I'll lower my batons and take a step back.
This guy's convulsing on the ground.
I forgot he existed. He's dead. We move on.
Why are you here?
I have my sights trained on the penguin.
I call out to him. We're looking for
Just like right
Boris.
next to you.
Boris of the Anchor. He was kidnapped out of a hotel room. We found information that led him to be here. If you want to give us back our friend, we will walk. Your men might appreciate it. We're still doing pretty good. As I look over at the one convulsing on the ground, who's probably going to die in a second.
Glances
As
over
he's saying
as
that-
the convulsing stops.
And he just
As
goes,
he's saying that, the drone that's still blood red
Covered in gore,
is going to
yeah.
come over, right up behind him.
so would I get an advantage on that intimidation
kind
check
of
if
like
the
a-
bloody drone?
Sure, make an intimidation as it sort of. This guy takes a few steps back, still clenching his sides. Jesus Christ.
Intimidation?
Yeah. You already rolled a nat 20, so.
Dirty 20.
He turns around this way, sees the drone, was takes a few steps back, looks at his men. Boys, stand down. I need to talk with our guests. And these guys will sort of like look at each other, and then these two run over and help their friend out. There's a lot of military carrying going on in this episode.
It needs it. So I will motion over to the crime boss. So why did it looks like your men are the dude in suits as I look over the convulsing one. He's wearing a suit like the other ones.
It's tattered now.
Yeah. So why
Gotta
did
admit, you
you
look
guys... Don't mind the voice in the background.
Coming out of the drone.
Oh, okay.
The
Like,
bloody- So why did your men kidnap Boris from the Travelers Inn?
Just to be clear, us here at the Cormac shipping docks have no qualms with the coalition itself. However, and he kind of locks eyes with you, our boss doesn't like you.
Me? Why? I'm nothing but a friendly entrepreneur.
Well, you see, he saw you on the that program that's been happening.
Oh yeah,
All over
you
the
like
colony.
you like my new channel.
Me and the boys loved it. Our boss less so.
Excellent.
He recognized you, said you got his brother arrested.
Oh, is he the brother of that prick that almost got me killed?
Yeah.
That told me he was a perfectly regular person and started transporting a bunch of illegal stuff and got me stuck to the point where I now have a write-up and I'm stuck with these military people? Well, I'll be happy to meet with your friend and shove a bullet up his ass.
That sounds like Sterling. He's kind of a dickhead. We got orders to, because we saw the whole. I mean, everyone knows who Red Comet is. He's practically a superstar. We thought,
More so soon.
our thought process was grab him so you'd come here and the boss could have words with you, which is that's kind of boss speak for murder.
Okay, well, for future reference...
We grabbed the wrong guy, though, so he's also kind of pissed at us.
Yeah, well, for future reference, I do have contact information. Contact, set up an appointment. It'll go easier. I come less armed to appointments.
It's not really our style. We're sort of a shoot first, ask questions later sort
And
of
how's that
group.
working out for you?
Not well
The second time we meet the same crime family,
Not
and throw
well,
those ones.
not well, it would seem.
I was like,
My
kick
gun
the
is
dude.
still trained right on his head.
So
He's got his hands up like this.
I tell him nicely now. I'll kind of interject and be like, well, as you can see, shooting first and asking questions has not gone well. If you give us back Boris...
What, am I supposed to shoot first?
No, not now. I wave, because I'm actually sitting in front of you at this point. You're gonna shoot
Darshas,
through
are
me.
we shooting?
No, not now. No,
'Cause
no.
I got a shot. You might have to take a step to the left.
No,
Or
we're
right.
good. We're good for now.
Okay.
We'll get to that. So I look back at the crime
drone's
boss.
voice says, "Who said anything about shooting?" As it gets uncomfortably close.
Comfortably close. I want to beat you to death. And you drink your blood.
My blood is drying. I need a fresh coat.
I'd fresh coat. Jesus. So I'll say to the crime boss, if you're willing to give us back Boris, then we can call the slate clean for now, and no more death in this place of your men. As my batons are charging, or I'm going to kill you.
Could you give me a minute to confer with my associates?
I don't think that that's a good enough offer. Yes, we need Boris back, but for all the damages and stuff, I require remunerations. You broke one of my drones.
He's actually
He
right.
looks over at the blood-stained
Okay.
one that's next to him.
Not that one.
You pissed off my ship. And you ruined my morning.
So there's like, I can reach for a communicator and call him, ask him to come down and speak with you fine folks.
And that's the guy that has the beef with you. I kind of look back. Alright, get him down here. In fact, I want those guys to go get Boris. We'll talk once we have Boris back.
What
unless
guys?
His men.
They're gone.
Oh, they're gone? Okay. So where...
But
Your first call is to bring up Boris. Okay? Because if someone else shows up and Boris isn't with them, you're dead.
I kind of nod to the guy. He's not lying.
I don't think he is. So he radios. It's like, bring out the big dude, and that way we nabbed. And then he sort of flips over to another channel. Boss, seems our plan worked
We're
a little.
here.
Yeah, our plan worked a little too well. You hear a very gruff voice says, "I'll be down in a minute." Click. And just sort of awkwardly stands there.
As the drone is just eyeballing him from a foot away.
It's extremely awkward silence as he's waiting for his boss to come down.
Okay. While we're waiting, I'll contact the ship. Send over one of the big drones and two more small ones. I'm gonna take one of the small ones and take control of the ride that we came in here on. I want a getaway ready just in case.
Okay.
Bring it right up to the door.
You radio that in. You are right next to the docks at this point, so it's like a minute. The little one sort of ducks in through the door. It hooks up to the thing, gets it ready. It pretty much pulls it up to here. The big ones fly over. What do you want them doing?
Is the new Goldie ready?
Hmm?
Is the new one ready? The repaired and modified?
The
one with the stun and the hit manipulator?
oh, the one with the stun gun.
The modded one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted that one. That was one of the smaller ones.
Yeah. If that one's ready, send that one over.
All right. It hovers in through the door. It's got a stun gun and a claw hand.
Oh, fantastic, girl. We're gonna have to paint this one purple to match you.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thanks. So it's like, what do you want me to do here, boss?
Well, you look so nice and menacing. Why don't you go join your little red friend?
Sort of hovers over. Hovers over. It hovers over in the AI's voice. It's like, hello, hello. And they both turn to face the guy. Like the drones greet each other in the same voice.
Alright, so drones, if Boris does not come through that door and somebody else does, without Boris with them, You guys can feel free to kill him.
As you say that, Boris is pushed through a door, hands bound.
I'll motion Dara to come out.
Hands bound. He's missing like his trench coat and all his weapons. He's just in like a t-shirt and his pants or whatever, and he's very rough looking. As this armed guy sort of pushes him through the door.
I'll motion Dara to go get him, basically, and bring him over.
Yep, she runs over. There's a very tense bit of eye contact before the guy like raises his hands, and Boris pretty much slumps over, and she grabs him and takes him over this way.
I motion over to the door. If the vehicle's outside, I suggest we probably
is.
get him into it.
She can go toss him in the
Yep.
toss
That
him in
was
the van.
exactly why I brought the van over.
I figured as much because of the injured Boris.
As she goes to do that, grab a little wood up like this, just so I can make sure this is the right thing. Because you also wanted to see the boss, right?
I didn't care, but okay.
Well, you made the call for him. So,
Yep.
a very large man steps through the door. Like, probably as tall as Lugnut. Wearing a very tight-fitting, still kind of fancy-looking suit, but he's huge.
Well,
Like, looks at you.
You can probably look over.
I'm still behind the boxes with my...
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
he,
no,
He
you're
trained
sees
on
you. It's like, I'm glad you could finally make it.
Ah, greetings. Next time you should try setting up an appointment. It works easier.
It's not really our style. We're more of a.
And how's that working
Ask
for you?
questions for you later. I look over at the corpse next to me. We get it. You guys have a motto. But it hasn't been going well for you.
Should I follow your motto?
I'm gonna be real. I don't give a damn what you do.
Okay, because I can kill you right here, but I'd rather hear, what the issue is.
Issue is that you got my dumbass little brother sent to prison, and we had to wrap up all of our business chains in that colony cluster.
The issue is your brother forgot to tell me that he was carrying anything illegal, so I didn't have any time to stash it before they did a normal search on us without me knowing anything was illegal or that he was illegal, so that I got busted as well and almost got arrested and lost my ship and everything else because of it.
I came out here real angry, but that does sound a lot like something he'd do.
If he had told me it was illegal, I would have stashed it. And then it wouldn't have happened. But no, he had to be all secretive.
Let's make a charisma roll.
Do I look like someone that works on the up and up? 18 plus 3, 21.
So this extremely tall man just sort of goes like, ugh.
So I'll kind of raise my hand, and I'm laughing because at this point the two drones are ready to eat the penguin guy. I just kind of raise my hand and be like, so...
This entire operation has been a nightmare. Jesus Christ.
You're telling me you woke me. I got woken up to this shit.
So, all right, your organization, you've lost some men. Things happened. Are we willing to bury the slate and move on? Or are we gonna have to worry about you guys fucking with us in the future on the next outpost or wherever? What do you want to make it just go away?
Hey, I want remunerations. They broke my droid.
Looks over at the one that's covered in blood.
I know you give them. They broke my droid. Everyone looks at the blood-covered one.
No,
How would
not
you even
that
know?
one. The other one.
Sort of. He puts like his hands up and sort of walks over to this crate, kicks it forward very easily with one foot. It's a sizable crate. Take that and your man and your murder droids. We'll have no qualms with you while you're in this station.
What is it?
I'll walk over and look
Is
at
it
it.
anything cool?
Crack it open.
Yeah.
It is a lot of different like CPU parts, like different computers, like OSs and stuff. There's even like tucked into the very corner is a like half full hydrogen cell.
Okay.
The big drone.
comes right
On
in.
cue.
Why is it that I don't even look anymore? I just wave my hand waiting for the drone to
On
show
cue.
up.
It grabs the box, sort of spins
Loads it
around,
up into the van.
loads it up into the van,
with Boris.
plops it down next to him.
That'll keep me from being angry. Next time, make an appointment. Ask questions, then shoot.
I motion drones, wave them over.
They-
Away from the... We're not going to be beating that one to death today.
You see both of them kind of slump.
So,
almost.
They
Aw.
slump down and they like
Later,
very
later.
slowly.
As they come over, I'm just gonna start grab one and pet it like a pet. Like, it's okay.
The really big guy kind of like looks to you, and you can sort of address the group. You've made your point clearly, that you are not a group to be trifled with. I apologize for my men's incompetence in making this deal such a problem for you. I'll give word to my superiors that they should let go of this conflict. However, I can't guarantee what they will do. What I can guarantee is that so long as you are on this station, me and my men will leave you alone.
Fair enough.
That's fair. We can
And
only
if-
ask that.
And if you need to talk to me in the future, make an appointment.
Do you give me a business card to hand to him?
I have a fucking channel. You can
All right.
you can contact the channel. It's a communications channel too. You can grab.
That's
you
true.
To be honest, he is a very easy to contact guy. We saw him on the channel.
Okay, I'm not hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, true. So I will nod to him and make my way out.
Sort of walks over, grabs the very short guy by the arm. Is like, "Come on, dumbass."
Oh, before you leave. Okay.
turns back around.
Not that I think I need it, but do I have your consent to replay this video to other people?
What?
You want to be famous?
No. We're a
Oh,
Crime
well, if you want me to
family.
keep this video quiet and not show your face across all of my channel, I'm going to need something else.
threatening.
make a per intimidation roll. I'm gonna say.
14.
Business agreements are one thing. We don't take kindly to threats, and he charges at you.
Oh, jeez.
As he's charging at me, okay, my drones are going to go right for him, and I'm going
Yep.
to shoot.
Yep. Go
Because
ahead.
my gun's been down the whole time.
Yep.
The whole time.
The second he takes a step, you can shoot at him.
19 to roll. Plus
So-
21.
I
He
haven't-
immediately takes off. You're surprised how quickly he can move for as big a guy as he is. He ignores you and makes a dash for Bob.
Okay, and then as that
This
happens.
guy runs. This guy runs.
Okay,
So
so
he like grabs his dead friend and runs. Did you max out damage?
Almost.
I maxed out the ice damage. Okay. And I rolled a 6 on the D8 for.
Jesus. So that's also plus your dex?
Okay, so that's 12. That's 15 points of damage.
not to mention the drones that are gonna be like.
So you fire, and as the bullet leaves the chamber of the thing, the drones immediately go for like an offensive maneuver, like flanking it.
Drone combat.
So first off, the bullet hits him like square in the chest. He takes a step back, recoils, practically roars. You can tell that this guy is clearly not like naturally this giant. He's probably taking all sorts of space steroids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As he lets out like a rageful roar and continues forward. The red drone is going to make an attempted headbutt. It just sort of pings off the side of him.
This is not a normal
it
human.
pings off the side of him, hits a box. It's like, damn it! I'm not used to humans that aren't squishy.
I know, right?
And then, do you want the? I'm guessing you want the other one to use its stun gun.
It'll whatever the ship is going to think is the most damaging way to hurt this thing.
It's gonna fire the stun gun at him, and hit. So as he gets pelted in the chest and takes a step back, it's pretty much a taser. Just goes ting, bzzz, and hits him in his arm as he's like stopped pretty much. I'm gonna say at this point you could also attack him.
Yeah, I'll go for. Do I get an advantage because I'm attacking from behind at this point?
He's stunned and you're behind him.
So I'm gonna go for a knee strike for my first one to try to
You
bring
have
him
flanking,
down.
And you can also probably say flanking
Yeah,
because
there's
of the drones.
10 different ways you could have advantage right now. Unfortunately, I can't give you triple advantage.
So, yeah, 23 on the first strike to his knee, call shot. Does
Yeah.
he drop at all? I want to see if I can go for a leaping head strike to try to.
No.
No.
He
Shit.
buckles a little bit, but he doesn't go down on me.
All right, so then I'm gonna go for his other knee to try to go for another crippling strike.
Roll damage on that first attack too, just cause.
That would be
Oh wait, I should roll damage on the stun.
13 on the first strike, and the second strike is a 19 to hit. Does that hit?
It'll hit.
Okay, so and that strike does 12 damage.
See, getting angry is not a good thing to do. You're the one that messed with me. You attacked me. I have it on video. It's my right to be able to publicize it across my channel if I want. It was your stupid mistake to be able to say it on in front of multiple drones of video.
I'm gonna level with you guys.
We can continue this as much as you want.
This guy has 5 health.
And this is why I'm talking.
Yeah.
So
He got shot, tased, and both of his legs just got blasted by stun batons.
I'm gonna walk around behind. In
I'm
front
gonna roll
of
to
him.
see if he's coherent. He is not coherent. He lets out another rageful roar.
So I look over at you. Put him out.
Sure.
You can shoot him, or you could go.
I'm
Bro.
gonna just go for a headshot with my batons, running up and doing a double baton strike. It's to execute.
He's stunned right now, so yeah, go ahead. Advantage.
22. I just went double baton strike, just zapped the back of his skull so hard he just fries.
He's facing towards you. You see his lights, or his eyes, like light up basically, as he falls to the ground
I
dead.
am so glad we got that on video.
There's a lot of sizzling going on in his face.
I'm gonna search him.
Go ahead.
I'm staying behind the crates, keeping an eye out for anyone else
19.
coming out.
Honestly, if anyone else comes out, I'm gonna call, look at your boss, fuck off or you die. And if they don't, then they deserve death.
You find 704 credits on him.
So like a gold, silver card. How much was that
Basically,
again?
704.
You found his platinum card.
Yeah, right. Alright, anything else?
Traveler's gold.
You rolled real high, so you find you take all his money. Find some brass knuckles. Very large brass knuckles. Probably not usable.
Nothing I
but-
could use.
Probably not
so,
usable,
yeah.
but you might be able to sell them for something.
I'll
Or at
pocket
the
them.
very least, pocket them, and you can give them to.
No, your drone. We need to implant that on your drone so it actually has knuckly. We're gonna name your drones. They're each gonna have like a practical purpose. We'll get there.
So I'm gonna.
But I'll take it.
Yeah. When we get back to the ship, the one that I have now is gonna be purple. The one that's all with the. It's gonna be.
The one with the stun gun and the claw.
Yeah. I'll rename it Draco.
Cool. But yeah, you find his probably personal brass knuckles that he was too angry to reach for before he made a stupid charge for Bob.
In front of everyone, the drones, you with a sniper rifle aimed at him. I was like, dude, this was not a good idea. Now,
I'm gonna
granted,
be real. I expected him to last a bit longer.
well, the other part too is, I mean, is there anything else I was buying the knuckles and the money? Is that
That's
it?
about it.
Okay, I'll walk over, yell for the drones to follow, and say we should probably get out of here before anyone else shows up that might be favorable to him. And then I'll look at you and also say, and you did threaten him.
No.
Eh,
As one of the drones hovers by, it says, "Man, these are the stupidest mobsters I've
no
ever
argument.
seen."
I did not threaten him. I warned him and gave him an opportunity.
He was dumb.
He's a big dumb brute.
I mean, what kind of stupid person? Shoot first, ask questions later.
That is their motto, really?
I know!
Like the motto? As we're just bitching about this, if they come back out, I'll be like, walk if you don't want to end up like everybody else.
As we're
just
slowly
walk.
all getting into their
You guys
our
all
new-
pile
our new
into
stolen
the
van.
pile into the van. It's basically a van with wings and some
Little
hover stuff on it.
hover van.
It's got little like hover engines on the bottom and like a single
Basic.
thruster on
It's
the
a
back.
basic.
It's kind of
basically.
fun.
It's fun. It's basically like a flying car.
So I'll check on Bruno when we're back on the thing.
Bruno?
No, yeah.
No, Igor.
Boris.
Boris. Okay, yeah,
So many
Boris. Sorry.
names.
Yeah, well, that's it though. We're going loud with the
Roleplay
Russian.
has been immaculate this session, LML.
Thank you, homunculi.
Sorry, it's been very
Homunculus.
hectic.
So I'll check on Boris.
That's the right guy.
Yep, it is. How's he doing?
He's being bandaged up by Dara. He's very similar types of injury, like a lot of
Beat.
blunt force, like bruises and stuff. Like they're
He
probably
had
trying,
shit kicked out of
trying
him.
to beat him for information, probably.
And a little bit of abuse.
But
He's alright, though?
He's being bandaged up.
He's Russian. He'll be
Yeah,
fine.
he's keeping like a calm face the entire time,
I asked him if he's all right.
as good as they can be.
All right. I'll call in the captain, let him know we found Boris.
I'll say by this point it's probably about 2-ish, 3-ish.
2 or 3-ish.
So you guys have like a few hours left before it's time to take off.
As we're getting back to the ship, have you any luck with that medical pod? I think we could use it.
Should be here within the hour.
Awesome. And
I know
You
we're
got a
like
crate?
5 minutes away from the.
you got a crate full of parts.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't know how good they are.
So you can swing by the ship again and drop off Boris. Dara will take him inside. You
Yeah.
can go inside the ship too if you want. But if you want to head
I'll
back...
check in with the captain, and then I'll head over to you.
Sure. Yeah, it's literally like a probably 10-minute walk down the hangar to get from the ship to the ship.
Yeah.
So
It's a 10-minute walk, so once I make sure Boris is taken care of, I'll have Dara sit with him, check in with Reynolds and Jenkins.
Jenkins is doing better now. He's been like actually patched up.
Okay, yeah.
And he's recovering and doing well. He should be back on his feet in a few days.
Okay.
Been given a few hypomed things.
Yep.
And
Alright, so he's recovering. I check in with the captain, let him know that we found Boris, he's getting medical care. I go with Gilda. She's our on-site medical
Yep.
field medic, so...
she immediately starts like addressing any wounds.
Yep.
and
After that, Nikolai's over with you, right?
Dimitri.
Dimitri. Damn it, so many fucking Russian
There's
names.
so many Russian NPCs
all of
across
Russian
all of our
NPCs.
names that we're getting
Dimitri is at the what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so after I make sure that the crew is good on the anchor, I'll head to the what the fuck. Grab him that
So
bag of weed.
after you like drop him off and then swing back to the what the fuck, you roll up and see the big drone bringing in the boxes. I think there's like the big drone that was carrying all the hydrogen cells, the big drone that was carrying the safe from the dude's apartment, and now the big drone that's carrying this box. So the cargo bay has like extra cargo in it now. Dimitri's been sewn up and he's better now. And the ship is all done with its upgrades and stuff as more dock workers start rolling in the med table.
I'm gonna put an advertisement on what the fuck. Now looking for antique media, music, and other forms of entertainment.
Make a charisma roll. See how effective this advertising is.
19.
Jesus Christ. You immediately start getting, like, private requests through the channel, like, that are basically being directed towards the ship, as they call in using your contact info saying, like, hi, I'm on, Colony 23 and I run an antique media shop, and hi, I'm on Colony
You
42.
just got
and
every
we do
pawn
this.
shop calling you with like, oh, what the fuck?
Pawn
oh, you
shops
gave a pawn.
across Colony space are now calling you like, I run an antique media shop and I have these old things and I have this weird thing called a VHS. I don't know what it is.
Really? You got the tapes for it?
What's a tape? I figured it was some sort of holographic projector.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with so many crazy pawn shop owners, but it works.
Yeah, so now I'll have a list of like contacts for every station we go to.
People
for...
just start calling in pretty much. As the dock workers bring in and install the med table, Dimitri does kind of lie down on it. It's a table with all sorts of little kind of medical claws that the ship it hooks up to it and can immediately now do stuff as it.
Oh, she got the full surgeon table.
Yeah, it's a surgeon's table with little arms and then like 2 extra arms pop out from the wall. It's kind of spooky, all things considered.
None of this is
nightmares.
He's given a hypomed shot, and some of one of his wounds that wasn't really Lugnut's like I tried to apply as much as I could, but I'm not very good at sewing wounds shut, so I did a kind of hasty job.
Better than I am, man.
You see as the ship just
Right.
like expertly starts stitching up his side, pretty much.
Good girl. Such a good girl.
As yeah, the med table's immediately put to use because there's a lot of people who got fucked up in this session.
That was a well worth it purchase.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, and I'll say that probably put you down another 1,000 credits.
That's it.
Yeah. You get a discount or something. They know who you are.
Oh, is it the drone company? Their bed table? Yeah, that's why you got the discount.
It's their sister company.
Yeah. Spoil this guy. He gave us thousands.
Can they throw in a couple extra med kits?
Sure.
Okay.
Hold on. Although like a D8, so I'm gonna you get 8 extra med kits.
An extra box shows up.
Okay, so now I can keep a med kit with me.
Yeah, and I'll say they'll heal as much as yours do, which I think is 2d8.
Yep.
They're hypo-med shots. They're
Oh,
basically,
even better.
Basically
Yeah.
healing vials.
Honestly, yeah, that's how I designed the
A
hypomeds.
box of okay.
And then like also just some general stuff like stitches, and
Yeah, for basic medical.
band-aids and
Osh and
whatnot.
sosh.
I'm not an actual medic, so I don't know how that stuff works, but
Basic medical supplies. Gauze, wraps,
and
bandage, stitches.
You can swing by to see them
Yep.
at your own pace.
Yeah, once I make sure that everyone on the anchor's good. I'll head over.
The new view screen has been put in.
Oh yeah,
And
is it nice?
It's really sleek looking. It's like this. It's probably about a foot of glass, like bulletproof
Oh, yeah.
probably, with shutters that can close on it in case of emergency.
Hmm.
And it's both a view screen out into open space, but it can also display data on it.
Okay, so
You
I
do
could
see
look
like
at the
you do actually see
cameras.
like as you like step in on one side, it's displaying like a map of the next course you guys are taking.
Okay, sweet. So we have like a map. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
When you come over, I ask you, so, do you want to put those knuckles onto Bloody here?
I'll take them out and just hand them to you so that Lugnut can throw them on later.
Kind of positioning them in different spots on the drone, kind of trying to figure out which the best spot to put it on.
Its little manipulators come out.
Feed me the knuckles.
They're clearly not really big enough to grab the brass knuckles with,
But
but
it's trying.
it like grabs them, and if you want to let it go, it's like yeah.
No, we got to figure out where you're going to attach this so that you can punch people the right way.
Could just put them on like it's just hovering in front of you as you're trying to measure this up. It's like you could just put it on the front so I could battering ram people.
Perfect.
You realize at this point it's like
Start
you're
actively
gonna have to give us a
modding.
limit. It's like you can only take 2 drones. Why? Because you have one for busting doors, one that manipulates, one with a taser, one that just likes to headbutt shit.
So if you want to actively mod this thing yourself, I'm gonna say make an intelligence roll. The ship will help you for advantage.
19 plus 5?
Jesus Christ. Okay. So on a fucking 24.
This thing now does
Second highest roll
2d8
you've
extra
ever gotten.
damage.
Yeah, so both of these things are attached to the side of the front, basically. They extend out about an inch ahead of the camera. They won't be caught on the camera, but it will also stop if it like headbutts into the camera from getting damaged. And I'm gonna say that because these are heavy duty, it'll do 2d8 on a successful hit for ramming someone.
Ram damage.
You're giving the psychotic, evil, bloodthirsty drone weapons.
Okay, and
It's
I
not a
will
dumb idea.
leave it. I will paint it a bright, shiny, bloody red.
You can
Metallic
get
red.
you can get a very shiny red paint that you can. I don't know if you're gonna clean it or just paint over the gore, because it is still much very covered in the 2 people it killed.
Well, we're gonna have to clean it in order to get it painted. But
Okay, yeah. So
this one will be permanently red now.
Okay, so the ship does some like basic cleaning and sterilization of it, clears away all of the gore, so it no longer smells like death. And then it does a very quick coat of shiny red paint.
Perfect. And then we have the Draco, who's the same color as the ship.
It's the dark purple one with the manipulator and with the big claw and the stun gun.
Drone equipped with stun gun and arm.
Yep. Like all of them have little manipulators, but it's like actually a big extended
Yeah, it's
claw.
actually a manipulator.
This one can actually do stuff.
So you guys do have a few free hours on the colony, if you wanted to do anything in the meantime.
Did anyone on this colony answer my call? For media.
No.
Okay. Then I will edit together a video that basically shows don't fuck with me.
It takes very little time to put together a.
Well, you're doing this while I visit, I guess, because I'm just
Yep.
coming by. So I'll be packing a bowl, but I'll tell you, I have warrants out for me among different groups because I was a dropship commander.
Oh, don't worry.
Can you mod my face out?
Not going to appear anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, amongst the footage of the big guy getting taken down, your face isn't even really seen as a figure comes up behind him and uses
Someone mucks that bitch.
and
You
uses
just can't tell who it
stun
is.
things to take out his legs and then take him out. But
You do it like that. It was kind of a perfect description of what I did.
But perfectly blur the face if
face
it
is
does
blurred.
show up at just the right point.
Okay.
So it's now just a blurry-faced figure using stun batons.
Yeah.
And the video is put out there as like a... The file is called A Warning.
I woke up to a rough morning. Please don't make me go through a morning like this again.
The ship rolled an intimidation for how this would go, and it rolled a 17. So yeah, there's no
What
like...
happens when you fuck with what the fuck the drone beating the guys?
And I'm gonna have a very,
You can tell through
very
metrics over the...
calm, like, epiphany over the whole thing. This morning I woke up after having a wonderful night trying to bring joy and entertainment to the masses, to find out that someone decided to kidnap and attack one of my friends, and show scenes of the fight with Red Comet, and attacked Red Comet because of some beef they had with me. The next morning when we found out about this, we of course had to go and rescue our friend.
Show scenes of the carnage outside from all the bodies we
Uh-huh.
murdered, the death of like 3 guys.
Mm.
Like,
If
Now-
you want, you can include a first-person thing of the bloody drone.
Now, yep, I don't want to do this kind of stuff. I really don't. I just want to go out and bring you all enjoyment. Okay? You've gone far too long in the quiet emptiness of space. I think it's time that we broke it up with a little bit of music, a little bit of entertainment, something to break up those hours and hours of dead space. But please, don't make me have to create dead space. It's not fun.
As your monologue gets to that part on the video, it does show the big guy going down. It's like synced up perfectly with it.
I'm just
Yeah.
laughing as you're watching the
So
movie,
you don't
packing
get
a
any
bowl.
sort of like immediate reaction for that. You can tell through like metrics via the station that a lot of people have seen it. Yeah, you think the masses are probably sufficiently intimidated to not
I'm gonna
fuck
play
with
it
you.
once every 12 hours.
You can have it on a rotational schedule.
Don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with us. Every 12 hours. Just a repeating warning.
Please don't ruin my morning.
But yeah, and you guys still probably have some time before it's time to go.
Yeah, I ask if there's anything in the colony you want to do before we head out.
Nobody's gotten back to me about any media. I've pretty well upgraded.
We've already been through all the hot spots.
I don't have authority to buy weapons really for the ship for any massive grade stuff, so
All the weapons here aren't weapon grade.
Yeah,
they're all
they're
melee and personal.
I wonder if Solo could outfit the ship.
He's
I
got
should
one of
contact
those.
Solos.
He's got a colony.
Do you
about
want to
4
contact
colonies away.
Solos? Alright, so you can give Solos a ring.
Video chat.
Video chat. The video, it takes a little bit of rigging, but then right as it was about to go to voicemail, click, you see the very lanky Solos
You still with
cashier
me?
man.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Very, very. I don't know if I gave much of a description of him, but he's this very tall, very lanky guy wearing like a trench coat and
Yep.
the kind of Matt Murdock glasses.
Solo!
Ah, it's my friends.
Fantastic! Have you seen my new channel?
I have. It's wonderful. I've been playing it in the background in the store.
Excellent.
Granted, it kind of spooks people every now and then when it cuts over to the mech fight stuff, when they're just browsing t-shirts and all of a sudden there's slams and shouting, but the music is wonderful.
I'll be working on it.
Glad to
I'll be
hear.
working on multiple channel
How
kills.
can I help you, my friend?
So, I love these ice bullets.
Oh, you're liking the armaments?
Yeah.
I'm glad you are.
So, I got a couple things to ask you.
Alright.
So, first of all,
We don't have our other locations open yet. I'm just gonna get that on the table.
that was my first question. Do you have other locations?
No, but we do shipping now, so
Fantastic. Okay.
we're branching out a lot. We've had a lot of good business lately.
Excellent. You want more?
Perhaps.
I'm doing a little special, as you probably heard, for about Traveler's Lodge, Valentine's Restaurant.
There's been a lot of ads on that station for different places.
Yeah. Even Just a Drone Robotics.
Oh man, I buy some of my stuff from them.
I get a discount now.
Oh,
So, would you like to advertise on my station?
I would be honored, my friend.
Okay, so I'm charging about 100 credits a week
currently. But you were so awesome to me when we first started, and you give me such awesome shit. All I ask is if you find anything eclectic or any classic old school media, send it my way.
Very well. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's a really good deal.
Yeah,
This
waiving
guy already-
the sponsorship fee
This guy
is a
already
damn
likes you, by the way.
Yeah.
I just
I-
put him on retainer.
That is a fantastic deal. Was there anything in particular you were looking for today?
My ship could use better defenses. I could use better medical. My drones could use a bit better equipment. You know, everything could be better. But see, we got that problem I told you about, Solo. I don't know too much about what today's technology is.
That's true.
I don't know what's available and out there. Now, you get all these stores that are trying to sell me all this brand new stuff. And they tell me it's the top of the line, it's the best of the best. And as soon as you try it out, it fumbles and fails. So I'm looking for the good shit. You know, the stuff that people don't necessarily use anymore, but they should.
Unfortunately for you, my friend, here at Solo's, the only kind of shit we sell is the good type.
Fantastic. So I at least want a crate of those, if you can, those ice bullets. Also, that
Was wondering when I was going to end up hurting
That
myself by accident.
fantastic cryo effect. Are there any batons that have that?
Or
I can
sword.
look into our stock for cryo-based melee weapons.
Yeah,
Hold
cryo-based melee weapons.
Not the tons of a sword.
Frost is fantastic work, doesn't it?
Looks effective.
on. He sort of roots through boxes.
And it doesn't use
just
up
a few
oxygen like
things out.
burning. And
He takes out some batons, clicks them on. It's like a yellow glow. It's like a green glow. It's like, no, it's acid. No, cryo batons. And then you see he reaches for what looks like a handle that's stuck into some sort of wall compartment, and shing! It's a full-on sword like the one he sold you. Where they flick of the switch, steam rises off of the blade as it turns a very sort of palish blue. I believe this would work relatively well.
you were,
It's a
weren't you
nitrogen
asking this?
infused blade. It's top of the line.
No, that sounds like it'll work well. What's the price on it?
Doesn't even need much of a in the way of a battery pack like that thermo sword I sold you, because it's just cooling the blade.
I haven't even tried that yet. I forgot about it.
I asked him, yeah, I'll order the cryo sword.
250 credits.
I just made 704 today, so I just kind of like swiped my gold card.
I rolled a
The stolen
I rolled
gold
a
card.
5 on how much he was
Yeah.
gonna ask.
I
so-
don't think he really wants my money because we'll give him more.
For you, my friend, I will give it for you for 250 credits. That's
Oh.
a steal.
I'll swipe my gold.
They
the
don't even
gold
they don't
card.
even allow these things on battlefields anymore.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Some of the good shit, as you said. I'll swipe my gold card that I stole from the guy.
Simply give me, I suppose, give me coordinates to track your vessel in, and I can get it in some sort of shipment out to you.
I sent him an encrypted packet.
You can send them a packet of how to track your ship and stuff like that, and they're probably going to send someone to meet you at the next colony that
Yeah.
you guys stop at.
I also want to set him up a sub-channel on my station.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, this is going to be my first main sub-channel. I'm going to set up a sub-channel just for communications. To take all those communications out.
Okay.
And then I'll wait till the next long trip before I start doing all the other media shit.
So yeah, you can totally do that.
Anything else cool?
Any other requests? I mean, I've got, I found out I had a lot of those railguns that I sold you just kind of lying around. I think I might have gotten a shipment of them a while back and never sold any.
Why does everyone
There's
use
like
real-time
5 of
gun type
them.
weapons?
There's like 5 of them back here.
I'll take them.
All of them?
How much?
Since you're giving me that all of that advertising, we'll
We'll just call it a
even.
month.
We'll call it even.
Sweet. Okay. Also, do you have any like memorabilia? Do you know what memorabilia is?
Antiques.
There's this
Roll for memorabilia.
There's this concept that we used to have where when you go to see something or you do something, you take something with you as a memory.
He like picks up the thing that's broadcasting video and takes it with him as he's like going through a bunch of different things. He's like tossing out clothes, and he goes over. He's tossing out some gadgets. He's going over. He's tossing out like some knives. He's like, no, it's around here somewhere. And then he opens up a compartment. He's like, here it is. And he drags out a very boxy, I believe it's a CRT TV.
Okay.
One of those big box TVs,
Oh shit,
basically.
the old-fashioned.
Like very
TV.
old-fashioned, covered in dust, but like I believe this thing still works. It's a antique. He grabs like the cord that would plug into it. That we don't use this anymore, so
Oh damn.
don't know how effective it'll be. But
Yeah, I have no use for that, man. You can just destroy that thing. It's useless.
presses a button on it, and it's one of those ones with a little VHS thingy built into it. Presses it, it opens up. A tape slides out. Oh shit!
Oh.
You can put things in here, and he takes it
Well,
out.
actually, I'll take it.
Just leave that thing.
All right. What old movie do you want this to be?
An antique VHS. You can do a lot. The Matrix would be interesting. Star Wars.
It is a VHS, so I'd say keep in mind what would and wouldn't be on a VHS. Because I don't know what would and wouldn't be on a VHS.
Anything before 2004.
Season 1 Battlestar Galactica.
The 2000 version or the 1984 version? There's two series.
I'll let you pick.
High
The
or low?
84 version would be more likely on VHS.
True.
So I'll say even it's the older
Oh, just
one.
make it the old one.
The old
Yeah,
one.
it's just the older one. That's this thing called Battlestar Galactica. I'm not sure what it is, but it. He kind of looks
Sure,
down.
you want the
He kind of
TV,
like
you
leans
want
down
the
at the TV and pokes at the VHS. But like, I know you can put things in here. I guess I'll send this out with your crate of weapons. I'll also send this VHS tape.
TV VCR combo.
And
Oh, do you want the TV too? Or
Yeah.
just the tape?
I'll take the TV too, just
Okay.
because it has the VCR and like, I didn't know it had a VCR attached to it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was one of the combo ones.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that.
Because then we have all the technology we need to actually read these correctly.
So he gathers up 5 railguns, a cryo sword,
and a TV and a
and
VHS.
a very old boxy TV with a built-in VHS player, and a VHS of Season 1 of Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
Says he'll ship them out to you as soon as possible.
I let the captain know that we're having an incoming shipment of supplies, so that there's no question.
Okay.
When I'm sure this messenger bot is like, "Eh," it's like, so you don't shoot it.
It's going to be a little, probably drone that will find the ship and then follow it to the next stop to make the transfer.
Yeah.
Probably be within the next few days. He'll see if he can get 1 day shipping on it.
Fantastic. Well, we were like 5 days travel away from the space station we were at.
Yeah.
I'll try to find a way.
Well, I mean, that's the difference. So what
If
is
you
this
could-
thing?
Okay.
Just like a
Alright,
missile.
so
with
if
a-
you could find a way to do 1 day travel, 1 day shipping,
That would be like
To me?
teleporting.
okay, let me know how you did it, okay, and I'll help fund setting up a business for you. Because
How did we start ring technology? It was a
Fucking
messaging
Solos
service.
invents. It's like, oh, who invented Lightspeed technology? Oh, this random weird merchant guy.
He worked with some crazy people. Now he's the best delivery service in the cosmos.
Solo becomes the new Amazon.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll see about getting it to you as soon as possible. I'm not used to delivering out that far, so I may not actually be able to get 1 day shipping.
I didn't think so. You know, I'm just trying to be.
I got a bit ahead of myself.
Yeah, you know, I mean that would be awesome.
I'll
but-
try as quickly as possible, though. I'll see if I can't get someone to match your coordinates as quickly as I can.
That sounds fantastic. Any more of the old media you find? That tape that you popped out? Anything that you find like that? Also, have you ever heard of a CD?
I believe so. They're like discs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discs that are really shiny on one side and have like printing on the other.
I think I'm using one as a coaster.
Yeah, if I can get those, because those actually used to contain information.
Oh, let's see if he can't find any CDs. No.
So CDs, DVDs.
Sort of runs off and he comes back. He's like wiping. He's like, He holds it up. It's very clearly a CD with like rings on it. Like, I was using this as a coaster. I don't think you'll want it though.
If the rings caused water damage, then that wouldn't do any good.
It's like the one CD he had, and it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
But that is a CD.
One
All
of
right,
those.
it's good to know. I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Sort of shoves it in a pocket.
Yeah. And there used to be devices that they went into that had a little eye that watched him.
It sounds very bizarre.
He probably thinks you need a little of a lie.
Is that like AI that would watch and record, or?
Oh no, it was way more basic than that. It was literally that disc that they're showing, that little round thing, just had all the information for like songs or or music or video or other stuff, depending on how it was encoded.
Well, I'll be on the lookout if I can find anything
It
like
was
that.
it's an ancient.
I'll reach out to my associates for this ancient, archaic form of data transfer. In the meantime, however, I'll send out the few things I've been able to find towards you.
Perfect.
And he hangs up. He's like, oh, business to
Oh,
attend
I
to.
actually
you go.
waved to both of us. I'm like, yo, wait, hold on.
Okay, wait, what?
Before you
Sorry,
go,
Who's first?
I'm gonna put him in contact too with the list of vendors that I got. Okay, and tell him, take a look at some of these guys too. See if they have anything good. See if there's anything worth doing it with them. And let me just be in contact with me if you don't mind.
I'll coordinate if I can. And what did you want, my friend?
More weed.
It's done.
Oh hell yeah!
I will send my best supply.
Much
And
obliged.
I must attend to business. He sort of...
Yeah, we haven't keeping
he's sort of
busy.
like rushes
He's
away.
got a job to do. We're like,
He rushes away. He's like, welcome to Solos. Right away, sir. He insisted as my oh, wait. He runs over, turns off the video.
A good old solo. We got a good delivery.
His accent changed again. So yeah, he's
Solo's goods.
he's sending those things out your way.
Alright. After I notify
I
the
can't imagine
captain.
there's much else you guys want to do on board the colony. Repairs are done on both ships.
I'll check in with, Boris. How's he doing?
He's doing better. He's not really going to be able to do much in the way of actual defense or protecting for a bit, but
I verified that he's, willing to come, or unless he wants to sit here and rest up.
he's willing to come along.
Okay.
Until he's better and can actually, earn his keep and whatnot.
Alright, so, everything fine with the, scientist, crew chief,
The rest of the
engineers?
crew's all good. They finished putting in the new wall, the new data screen. They're all refueled to go. They're planning on hitting a relatively long stretch of land without any colonies, just to make up for lost time. However, I will say that the next colony that it's planning to stop at is... it's like Colony 39.
Was Colony 39 one of the ones that had a Travelers Lodge at it?
Is it? That'd be
No.
hilarious. Oh, okay.
42 and 36.
That'd be hilarious if I had accidentally done that.
So we're expecting just a long travel?
Probably a solid week and a half of travel with no docking at any colonies.
Yeah, we're going past 8 colony outposts.
You're
so
getting very close to like
the mid-range.
mid-range space.
Okay. I ask you if you need anything. Anything else? I was thinking of just taking a walk through the port before we get out.
Unless it looks cool or looks good. Make sure that I'm fully stocked up on supplies. I
can
got
restock
the expensive
very
stuff,
easily.
but I need to make sure I have the basic stuff too.
You have like food and you have a thing that on board that can like produce water and whatnot. So
Perfect.
you're all set. The new medical table works its magic on Dimitri, and he's feeling considerably better now.
Fantastic.
And within the next few hours, you receive word from the anchor that it's time to depart.
Alright.
Both of your ships can exit the station. It's like before, both of you exit the station.
And then we have to ship
and then
up.
have to meet up. Yet again, your ship is considerably faster, and you're kind of waiting around for a little bit
Yeah.
until their very slow ship with its brand new wall that you can kind of see in through sort of rolls up, and the two ships can dock. It's now a bit more of a snug fit, considering the ship has gained a lot of mass.
I can imagine the pilot as they're putting on acceleration, we're like, not used to counterbalancing the big old hold on your ship.
And you guys can set off towards the next colony. It's
Alright.
going to be a bit of a journey, but you're headed there with all the repairs you guys needed to get done.
So I'm gonna take my channel and I'm gonna make sub channels during this next trip. So there's a channel just for music, a channel just for
Video.
another channel just for open communication along the channel,
Okay.
and then another sub channel for secure conversation along the channel.
You can do all of those very easily.
Yeah.
It's a very simple system for you to manage.
Yeah. And then
I say you could probably have a maximum of about 15 channels.
yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so then, and then of course publicize to everyone.
Yep.
Tune to what the fuck .1 for music, what the fuck .2 for video.
You can put advertising out throughout all the different channels and whatnot.
Sounds good.
So that's how I'm gonna spend my week of travel.
All right. So we can wrap it up right there.
Sounds good. So
You
we'll
do
be on
anything
that.
special?
You guys set off on this week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll pick up next session during the travel. So I'm good for now, though.
Do you want Knuckles?
You mean the bot?
Yeah.
No. Those are your drones. My character is a soldier, who's not used to trusting myself with robots.
Okay.
But, no, I mean, besides, I already have 2 robots. I don't need more. I already have my 2 drones. You have your 15. Yes, I'm calling Reynolds and Jenkins my drones. That was in totally the
So
intention.
it's kind of an apt statement.
I know, I love my boys.
They're bio drones.
Yeah, they kind of
Basically.
are. They do whatever the hell I tell them, but I love them. They're like pets, but more useful.
Mine doesn't necessarily do what I tell it, but
It's an efficient murder machine, though.
Efficient is not the correct word from, the snuff film that we created.
yeah.
This drone just murdering these guys.
Well, I want to make sure that she likes me. So, by all means, kill my enemies. It's that much less I have to do.
It's a bright red football-sized drone.
Murderbot with, not a
with brass
drone.
knuckles mounted on its head like a battering ram.
Yeah. Oh, for Murderbot, I also want to take the front of him,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and make like what looks like to make him, instead of looking like a football with these brass knuckles, I want to make him look like a human skull,
You can
like elongated human skull with the brass knuckles coming out.
you can kind of give it like eye sockets in those front teeth if you want.
Perfect.
It's sort of like a covering over the front of it.
Exactly.
The camera can still pick up on stuff
Yeah.
through it and whatnot. But yeah, so it is now a football-sized drone with sort of a skull marking on it and these twin brass knuckles.
Red with human skull face.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Made out of metal.
Made of metal. Yeah, we can call it there.
So 2 of my drones have.
Got a purple drone that's armed up, and now a red one that has brass knuckles and a skull face.
It's just the little ones. I didn't put the Gatling gun on the big one yet. That's his.
We'll see if Dara needs an upgrade.
She did miss a
I
lot
just
of
had like this
shots.
awesome image too. You put the Gatling gun on the drone, and then put like a top on it so you can ride it.
Well, that's the difference. These are not military. They're military-style drones, but you're not military to make them armored weapons, and that would draw attention.
Yeah.
Like we do that, and every ship is going to be like they're armed drones. They can cause problem. AI take over. There's issues.
No, that would be the
Like-
drone that stays in storage until we need it.
Yeah, that's the ship defense drone. They set up that one with a minigun.
Yeah, that's the one where fuck you.
Yeah,
Just
Just
plain,
fuck
you.
I like that. Just fuck you.
Yep.
And we'll keep the 2 drones that you've kind of named.
Because that would be cool. Put the Gatling gun on it, and then put like a missile on it, like a single rocket
Scientist,
launcher
captain, and crew chief.
or grenade launcher. And it's just the armament droid. If you really piss me off, this is what we send in.
And these are all Daenerys.
Yeah, those are generics.
Oh, you know what'd be even worse with that too? The drone's already equipped up with lights. So imagine this thing going in, dropping a smoke grenade. Okay, Gatling gun, and a strobe light.
Oh my god. Horrifying.
When you know absolutely unquestionably unirritable.
It's when you really want, when you really just want that one particular dude completely fucked up.
Okay. Up next on General What the Fuck. These guys really pissed me off. This is a fun show. Watch. Oh, if you have children, you might
Maybe
wanna,
don't let them watch.
you don't want to let them see this.
This is for adult viewing only. Why? Face, smash, skull, brain. Oh, look, his eyeball just popped. Not for family viewing.
Family viewing discouraged.
I'm gonna put that over there
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, sorry.
No, fine, man. I'm just organizing. So we
We
good?
went a little off the rails there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a fun after game talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean also during the session.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'll heal up, so.
Oh yeah, and you can rest and have
Yeah, we
some.
got time.
I didn't take any damage.
Yep.
But unlike Granny, I definitely did some.
Yeah. Nah, you were a damage dealer for a sniper, basically. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm playing a rogue.
So I got to use multiple battle math.
Yeah, that was good, man.
That was good.
job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you rolled with combat.
I'm
I
glad
mean,
you
you
guys
also
enjoyed
rolled
it.
with the crazy ass
Even
rolls we
Homunculi
made.
said, great session today, guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Look at you.
Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, you just said that. Cool. I didn't miss it long. I've been trying to pay attention to chat, but you know, I don't catch everything. I admit it. I'm not perfect. Didn't get to chat much because work, but really enjoyed it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Homunculus.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Very
Thanks
much
for watching.
so. Sorry that work sucks, but I'm glad that we could break it up a little bit for you. Yeah, this has been a very entertaining campaign so far. Greg is doing an excellent job.
Excellent.
DMing.
Glad you guys are liking it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all in all, I did a successful investigation today. We found Boris, we got the problem, killed the crime boss,
Yeah.
basically told everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yep.
And one that would get what would happen if they do just go fuck themselves. So all in all, very productive.
Only I didn't tell them to go fuck themselves. I just said, please don't ruin my day.
You say tomato, I say tomato. It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
There you go,
Perception.
man.
All right. So, Homunculus Prize says Greg's doing great. Keep it up. I completely agree.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. All right, but I think we're going to tie it up here. As far as I know, we'll be back next week.
So far.
Unless the world changes, it'll be roughly 5-ish when we start.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing a full schedule because everything's just kind of
It's fine.
as it goes right now.
If I have a job by next week, I might not be able to make the session, so we're gonna have to calibrate.
Yes,
Yeah.
There could be a change of schedule going forward.
Yeah, I'm working on a bunch of things too, so life is just way too much up in the air for real plans right now.
It's not wrong, dude.
But thank you for coming. This will be up on YouTube shortly, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.